Whoa. Welcome. Hello there, flyers and followers and friends and Romans and countrymen. I can barely speak right now, but I'm going to try. Clobberers. Hey, welcome to Clobberin Times. This is you number 344 on YouTube, and of course, 1044 overall. Wild Card Wednesday night. The night on which I just try to think of something to say, and when I can't, well, hey, what the hell? I'll just make silly noises. We'll have to go with that. First of all, caveat. You know how we always have this old expression, this old joke about quote unquote being bored to death. I'm wondering now if there's something to that. I mean, I'm starting to. Sometimes now when I watch the show Moon Knight, I actually fear for my life because it might be so unbelievably boring that I don't just fall asleep or fight to stay awake. That might be it. It might be the killer. It might be the deadly killer of true boredom. Khonshu is not this god of vengeance or whatever. He's the god of boredom. And he can kill you if he tricks you into watching a show long enough. It has nothing to do with him, of course, the show. You could be in trouble. The new episode, I'm gonna give them some credit with the new episode that I just managed to stay awake through. I can't decide if it's more boring than the last one. It's more goofy and pretentious, but it's only slightly less Moon Knight free. But if you're expecting to get Moon Knight in the 5th episode, spoiler alert. I mean, if you want to watch a Moon Knight show, I can't help you. Because I get here a lot of people back when they were start talking about this show said, "Oh, cool, I really love Moonlight." My response was, "I like Moon Knight. He's okay. He's never one of my favorites or anything like that. I've liked him. He's fine. I don't like any of the things I've heard about. I haven't read a lot of the modern ones, but I've had a lot of people try to sell me on reading the modern series, the past few they've done, the Jeff Lemire one and some other ones, and it just doesn't interest me. But I like him enough. He's always a cool looking character, and I was certainly up for a show. Andy Masterson, what's up? Well, before I continue that, let me say my hellos there. That's a good one. The great Chris Persia's here. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate you, man. Andy Masterson, good to see you. Athena Follower, great to see you here. The great J-Man, what's up, bro? D. Bud Martin, brother. Eric K., the great the Bronze Wincher. What's up, dude? Who else was here? I just want to make sure so far we've said hello to everyone. Good to see you all. Thank you for being here. Hungry Boy, what's up, buddy? I think hello, Louis X Barrow. Good to see you. It's lovely to see you, my dear. Yeah, J-Man, I think I'm going to end up being a little... I think I'm ending up being spot on, and I didn't give a minute's prediction. I remember saying even a year ago, I said, okay, let's see. If I know my Disney, if they do an 8 episode show, turns out it's going to be a 6 episode show, right? There's only one more, right? Am I right? Okay, so if they do a 6 hour show, or whatever the hour is, however many episodes, and they say it's 6, I believe. And this was number 5 right here. I said it'll be to the very last episode till we get to see any real Moon Knight stuff. Now, I really believed it when I said it, but it's one thing to say it. And first of all, doesn't matter. Everything they're doing is uninteresting anyway. So the 6th episode could come out, could be wall-to-wall Moon Knight fighting. And if it looks cool, you go, that's all right, but it's still a shitty story. All right, the story's doomed. It's garbage. It's not the Moon Knight I care about, what little I care about him. Heard the White Vision is going to be in Doctor Strange too. Probably. That could be correct, Athena. I don't know. I will be reviewing that next week with the great J-Man and hopefully a Decepticon. and hopefully Mark D. a week from Friday. I hope. Doctor Strange 2. Oh boy, that's going to be. I'm. Oh boy, I'm not very optimistic about that one, but I will definitely give it a fair shot. I gave Moon Knight a fair shot. I really did. I thought, after the first episode, which I found a little annoying in some ways, I was willing to give it some, slack. Excellent, J-Man. So even after the first episode, which, look, you got to take time to set something up. But if you need 5 episodes to set up for a 6-episode series, you don't have a show, you have a joke. And it is a joke. It's not even like some of the other shows were really horrible, filled with a lot of woke shit. This has woke shit in there, woke trappings and stuff. But this is one of those that's more boring than even the woke stuff. For example, Falcon and Winter Soldier have so much woke trash in there. It wasn't so much that it was boring. It was just bad. It was bad, but it was ruined by all of that crap, by its agenda and stuff, in my opinion, which is the most disappointing of all of them. Oh, agenda's in all of these, don't get me wrong. But with Moon Knight, it's really just, it's there. But it's so boring. You don't even give a flying crap about their dumb, the agenda stuff's there, but that's baked into the cake with MCU anyway, to varying degrees depending on what you're watching. This one, if you just leave that crap for a second, wait a minute. It's you guys are planning to make the show. It's like, again, it's a paraphrasing of Jeff Goldblum from Jurassic Park. You guys are actually planning to have dinosaurs on the tour, right? Well, that's me. Like, you guys are actually going to have Moon Knight involved in this show at some point, right? And I don't consider him popping up for 3 seconds 2 or 3 different times being involved. Oh, yeah, look, Chris. Well, we got one more episode, I think. But yes, they're probably setting up Layla Croft to be the next Moon Knight. As if anyone gives a crap. Oscar Isaac is a terrific actor, and this is a waste of him. Ethan Hawke, good actor and all that kind of stuff. Waste of him. Everything about this show is waste. For the first few episodes, people were like, all in awe of Ethan Hawke being so great at chewing up the scenery. Who cares? He's doing nothing. All of it is nothing. One big, boring ass nothing. It's fucking. I was in danger of falling asleep a couple of times. Well, every week, of course, but this week, man. And they're trying to. Well, again, I won't. This comes pre-spoiled, so I guess I won't talk about any spoiler or crap. If any of you are even watching this crapola, it's tough to even get worked up about it anymore. To be perfectly honest with you, it's like, if they made a show that actually did involve Moon Knight and it wasn't any good, at least I would give it some points. I mean, Jesus Christ, you jackasses at Disney. Did any of you watch the Netflix Daredevil show? I'm not saying you had to rip it off, but you should. Why would you? Again, this is just the same crap. Hello, Dave Bob. Good to see you, buddy. This goddamn Moon Knight show is the same bullshit mistake they made with Shang-Chi. Shang-Chi should have been a street level, like short, episodic TV show about him being the master of Kung Fu. Not a silly, moronic ass fantasy piece of shit. Gotta hate that movie. Gotta hate it. And Moon Knight's the same deal. Moon Knight should have been more of a ground level, street level type thing. Again, yes, his origin, the way he is in comics, he's definitely very much when Doug Minch kind of revised him a little bit, he's definitely a bit of a shadow ripoff, if you will, with the multiple personas that he's created. You know, Dave Bob, I'm skeptical that there were 15 minutes. There have not been 15 minutes of him yet. Not with this new episode. Didn't add anything. This new episode may have added 10 seconds. And I'm not exaggerating, unless I just zombied out, which could be. Oh, you're right. Well, Andy, you're right. They don't realize. They don't, because they're morons. They don't know how bad their stuff is. But Jesus Christ. Master of Kung Fu is what it should have been. Shang-Chi, not, what was it, Master of the 10 Bracelets, whatever the horse shit it was. It was a terrible movie and nothing to do with the character. And they had a shitty casting. Charlie Cox's Daredevil is terrific. Now, that show, especially the first 2 seasons, third season I have a lot of issues with, but the first 2, let me say, it was called Daredevil. And each week, you were not cheated out of Daredevil. Yes, you got other characters. Yes, you got plot threads. You got some soap opera in some areas and stuff like that. The show did not cheat you out of great, intense drama, some great, really, street level action. It was engrossing. It had a great story in both of them, great performances, great care. That's what you would want to see, in my opinion, anyway, out of Moon Knight. I'm not saying you had to rip it off completely, but follow that template. Put Moon Knight on the street. And Shang-Chi, really. He doesn't, Moon Knight doesn't, look, and yes, when he first started out, he was messing around with the Defenders. That's fine. I love Moon Knight when he was in Defenders. And then later, even though he was in the more grounded Mensch Sienkiewicz run in the back of the Hulk, and later in the regular series run in the 80s of Moon Knight that was direct sales after a while. But he also would go and pop up in West Coast Avengers and all that. That's all fine and good. But a series about him should be a little bit more grounded. Now, look, I'm a superhero nut. I love the crazy out there stuff. I love the cosmic stuff. I love the over-the-top stuff. Not big on the super dark stuff, but some characters are not. Some characters are geared to have those darker adventures sometimes. Moon Knight's a guy that doesn't need to go out having this kind of silly acid. He's not even. And this is the thing. He's not even having an adventure. This is all about going inside Moon Knight's head, based on modern shitty Moon Knight stories that may have read better as comics. I'll give you that. But because some people do like those. I personally don't care for the premise, but some people do like some of those Jeff Lemire series and comics and different things like that. That's all fine and good. And maybe they're better reads as comics, but this crap they're doing here, I mean, there is nothing happening on this show. Nothing. Yeah, I hear you, Dave Bob. I think, like I said, my first exposure to Moon Knight, I think I saw him pop up in Defenders here and there, something like that. But then I saw him in the back of the Color Hulk magazine of the late 70s. Doug Mensch and Bill Sienkiewicz before they started their regular series for Marvel later. And I thought, wow, of course, this was Sienkiewicz in his deeply ensconced in his Neil Adams phase. So it was like seeing a white costumed Batman, and he was chasing a serial killer that happened to be his brother. Yeah, well, they dealt with the brother situation in this one. Oh, God. Jesus Christ. But again, he's not my top pantheon of favorite heroes, but I thought, you could do a pretty good show with him. Shang-Chi's not my top 50 or 60 either, but he's up there in my top 100, maybe. But again, you could do a great show with a character like that. And in the case, unlike Shang-Chi, they got a good casting for Moon Knight. Oscar's terrific, but he's doing he's just doing what they tell him to do. And it's just gobbledygook. The show is boring beyond belief. And again, I guess let's say this were going to be a 12-episode season, I'd probably still be making a lot of the same complaints, but I'd be going, okay, they're taking their time to tell this long story. Well, Daredevil seasons were 13 episodes, if I remember correctly. So their story had time to breathe. And yet it was still exciting. But hell, we have 5 episodes of 6. And there ain't a goddamn thing has happened. It's so boring, so stupid. The new episode, again, I have to choose each week which is the more apt, term to describe it. For example, first episode, annoying. Second episode, I would say doesn't advance the first one very much, but it was just sort of so-so. It's like, all right, you've shown me a little bit more Moon Knight. And I hate Mr. Knight, by the way. Personally, I hate that bullshit. But anyway. Third episode, regressive. Nothing happens. It just, you went dead stop. Fourth episode, probably mind-bogglingly boring. And this one is boring mixed with stupid and unfunny. And when I tell you a character in this episode, if I were to tell you a certain character in this episode, oh, you can't take this so seriously. And people might say, well, maybe you shouldn't. It's the Marvel TV. Yeah, whatever. You're right. I mean, they do nothing but crap it. All the Disney Plus shows suck, varying degrees. So it's just, oh my God. Should I say it? Should I say the character that's in this one? It's like, oh my God. It's so stupid. I got to admit, this episode, it's only slightly less boring than last week because it's more idiotic. If that makes any sense to you. Last week was flat out dull and had some hilarious woke shit in it that was funny. Almost funny how cartoonish some of the woke bullshit was with, what's her face? Layla. I'm calling her Layla Croft after last week. Mark, deal with the C. What's up, dude? This week, it's probably, if it's not as boring, it certainly is dumb. I'm not sure. I'm trying to decide which episode was more boring. It's close. This one was stupider. I don't know. Last week was pretty stupid too. It's a, whew. And they have a character in there. Oh God. Oh my God. If you had any hope for this show to have anything decent, and you see this character and it doesn't shoot it down for you, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, it's already stupid. I mean, there's no going back. This show is going to be. I mean, there's nothing they can do with the 6th episode except probably make me laugh, which is in a bad way, but at least it'll be better than making me fall asleep. Because this one almost sent me into a coma. Except, I think it was so preposterous that kept me from completely blanking out. I know I drifted a couple of times, though. At least twice in this one. Holy. And it was 7-something at night. I mean, I'm old, but good God. And I'm tired. It's been a long day. Andy, all I ever say, dude, is watch it at your own risk. Yeah. The hippo god is so stupid. Yeah, I don't know what you might have thought was decent stuff. I mean, if you mean like all the stuff with Mark Spector's origin, again, there's another thing. It's so stupid they would put all that serious stuff with his origin, which I don't really actually care much for anyway, in with this ludicrous show. But there's no coming back from this. I don't care what they do in episode. Look, if episode 6 is wall-to-wall, cool, kick-ass action shit with, Moon Knight and running, which we all know, let's face it, that's not going to happen. Where he runs around and he looks cool and he acts like Moon Knight and all this kind of stuff. All that will do is go, okay. That would be even worse. They'll be like, why weren't you doing something like this for the past couple of episodes? Why did it take to the last episode to see anything? Because I'm sorry, folks, it is a comic book show. So at some point, if it's not doing anything for your inner 8-year-old by showing you something cool, hey, Dave, good to see you, then it's a failure. And I would argue that this show, even just, again, forget how bad all these other things I say that are bad about it. You can't find anything for the cool factor. And it's a goddamn comic book show. If I can't get any cool factor whatsoever, then that's just going to mitigate toward how bad the goddamn thing is. I mean, I thought, just to talk about the other stupid Disney shows for a minute, WandaVision I thought started kind of interesting. It just kind of really started after the third or fourth one. Actually, Dave, no, she's not in this one. So get ready for a heap and help whatever in the sixth one if you care, because she's not in this one. Layla Croft is totally not in this episode, which is nice. Yeah, I'll give them that. But see, at least WandaVision started out, I mean, I thought it was at least intriguing at first. Then it kind of started getting repetitive, and then I thought it had a horrible last few episodes. It turned into a piece of garbage. Falcon and Winter Soldier was garbage from get-go because it could not get out of its own way with its stupid sermon, its shitty villain. And you had, what a waste of two good characters and two good actors. They aim low all the time. I want Moon Knight fighting bad guys and monsters. Like, what? Yeah. Wouldn't that be something? Go, hungry boy. So, what was the next one? Loki? Again, Loki, bad from get-go. Oh, God, a piece of shit all the way through. Then they had like one episode toward the end where it was kind of funny when he went to the planet of the other Lokis. We got an alligator Loki. And like, that's kind of funny. You have one episode that's humorous. The rest of the episode spent berating Loki and everybody else, and it's a stupid, horrible show. And then the last episode, they top it off with absolute garbage, with eliminating free will in the MCU, and their stupid version of Kang. What if? That's intolerable crap. That became boring, unwatchable drivel. What was the next show after What If? What was the next one? Was that next one? What was the next show? What was the next show? Was that Hawkeye next? Or am I missing one? May have been Hawkeye. Okay, yeah, I think so. Hawkeye. I never was the biggest Jeremy Renner guy. Man, I like him as an actor, don't get me wrong, but he's not really the Hawkeye from the comic books, but I like him. But we all know this was all MCU, and it was boring. It really ridiculed the character. He was a dumbass. He was just not interesting at all. So another one. Just another loss of a dumbass dead show. Piece of crap. And now here we go again. Yeah. The ancient Egyptian hippie god character in this episode, the purple hippopotamus lady. I guess it was supposed to be funny. Hey, Steve, good to see you there, bud. I guess hippopotamus lady was supposed to be funny. We were supposed to laugh at that, right? That was great. What a great character. She's really, really exciting. I get it. She's a hippo that sounds funny like this, and she's with a British accent, and she's whatever. Who cares? Why are you doing this? Yeah, I mean, she's like, okay, what am I watching? The new zoo review? Hungry hippos or whatever the fuck? I mean, why? What is? And of course, it's all about the stupid insane asylum. Yeah, because Mark's crazy. Mark's goofy. I hope I'm not spoiling anything for everybody. It's so exciting that Mark and Steven. So, by the way, yeah, if Oscar Isaacs is your thing, you get double the Oscar. Great act. By the way, his performance is fine. He's great. You get to learn the secret origin of Mark Spector. If that's the kind of thing you really want to watch, yeah, because this is what you want out of a superhero show, right? I mean, that's really just. I mean, let's face it. Do we screw action? Who wants to see a superhero in a silly costume fighting a villain or a monster or thugs? Who wants to see Matt Murdock and Daredevil kicking the shit out of bad guys? No one wants to see that, right? I didn't watch Legion Andy Masterson, but some have said that. So you could be right. I don't know, buddy. But who needs, you know what I mean? Seriously, who needs to see Daredevil kicking ass? Nah. They should have done this with Daredevil. It would have been more fun. Who needs to see him running around fighting? Yeah, who wants to watch Moon Knight do stuff? When you can watch Mark Spector and Stephen Grant talk and argue with each other and go, I'm crazy, for the 15 millionth time. Apparently somebody at Disney, same thing really, Disney. Some idiot at Marvel Disney thinks that's what people want to watch. Feige? I don't know who it is. Who sits around going, yeah, this is something people will watch 6 episodes of. Why? Holy shit. Yep. Talking in hallways. Yep. This is even more boring than most of the CW shit I've seen. And that, my friends, is saying something. If you could outbore a CW show, you got something there. Wow. I mean, I stopped watching the CW shit that I used to watch because of how boring it was, amongst other things. And this is the same shit. Oliver Belamonte, hello there, says, with Moon Knight less impressive as the other Marvel hero TV shows, my guess is Ms. Marvel will be all feminist empowerment in every episode. Yes, it will. Now, that I won't even be watching. For the very simple reason is it doesn't have any characters. I can see I kind of like Moon Knight, so curiosity would make me watch a show with Moon Knight. There's nobody I give 2 shits about in that Ms. Marvel show. And by the way, yes, it's going to be filled with a bunch of woke shit. But I have no objection in making characters I don't like. I just don't have to watch them. And if it were just a show for young girls to watch, there would be nothing wrong with that. But of course, it's going to be propaganda. But that's one you'll never hear me talk about because I'm not watching it. Chris Parson, General Rayner was too short to be Hawkeye. Hawkeye's meant to be an inch taller than Captain America and similarly built. Heck, he even wore the suit and almost became the heir of Cap. Yeah, absolutely, Chris. Renner was, a good actor and everything. Oh, look, you watch all you want, Jay, man. I have no interest in watching that crap. I don't know how you can even bother. I have not watched one of these shows out of obligation to watching MCU. They all happen to contain characters that I like. I love the Vision and Scarlet Witch, well, long before they were ever in any movie. So I watched their show because I thought they were okay, and I liked them in those Avengers movies. I love the characters of the Falcon and Bucky, and I liked them in those movies. That's why I watched their shitty show. I like Loki enough in those movies. He's not my favorite like a lot of people, but I like him enough to watch the show. I like Ritter, and I like the character of Hawkeye enough in those movies to give the show a shot. I like Moon Knight enough to give his show a shot. If it's a character I don't give a flying flack about, if it's, what's her name, Miss Marvel, Kamala Khan or whatever, I don't bother. Again, it's not even anything particularly against her. It's like there's no reason to watch that show. Zero. Watch what you want. I'm just saying, for me, I got to have something invested in it. There's got to be. I've never, it just so happens the MCU, all those movies dealt with a character that I was interested in, except the only one I went to see that I hate. I can't stand the Carol Danvers Captain Marvel. I did go see that shitty movie. That was kind of because it was in line with what was going on at the time, and I should not have watched it. I'm only going to see Doctor Strange, Pop Culture Republic. Going to see Doctor Strange next week, and we're going to review it because I like Doctor Strange, even though he's got some characters in there I'm not too thrilled about. And I don't know. I don't know how that's going to go down. Jesus Christ. I'm not confident about that movie. I got to tell you. I'll watch it, give it a fair shot. All I can do. Got to be fair. And I'll do that. Oh, yeah. Right there, hungry boy. Steve Mitchum. When you say give the show a shot, you don't mean an Alec Baldwin sense, do you? Well, maybe not. I don't know. Oh, my goodness. But yes, so, yeah, look. Moon Knight, huh? Oh, well. Let me touch on something a little bit that we'll talk about tomorrow night more on the Clubhouse. But this week, we lost a great one. You know, not comic book art, but fantasy art lost a great artist in James Bama. The great James Bama passed, and we will talk a little bit about his art tomorrow. I'm gonna be honest with you, I hadn't seen anything from him for so long. I was a little shocked. I hate that when it happens. When I found it, I wasn't even sure he was still with us. But his Doc Savage covers alone, and he did a lot of stuff, of course. As a Doc Savage fan, man, those things were legendary. So, talk a little bit about that. Bit of a tribute to that tomorrow. It's pretty amazing. Pretty amazing. And yes, Mark D with a C. J-Man, you quit Batman like me. I hope you keep. Yeah. I can't believe you guys actually quit a show. I thought you watched everything no matter what. I'm shocked at you guys. Shocked. And by the way, it's funny, all that shit I just said about, Poon Night, and it's not even the worst show I've watched recently. Because I'm up to speed on Star Trek P Hard. Yeah, look, I know. I'm not gonna slings and arrows. Star Trek P Hard is worse. But I admit it's a tough race. It's like a running gun battle to see who's worse. I mean, right now, I don't have a lot of skin in the game with Moon Knight. I don't really care much about the character. I mean, that I'm like a lot of people do. But what the P Hard though. Well, there you go, Jay, man. That's the way to be. Phantom Outsider, what's up, buddy? Good to see you there, dude. I get you, Jay, man. I'm with you, brother. Oliver says, I'm seeing a trend that when superheroes in Marvel and DC and TV and film, first appearances of heroes and villains in comic book issues go up. With Marvel having the TV shows. Yes, it's called key collecting. Oliver, the key collectors often screw up the industry for normal collectors, and it's all because of movies. Well, in some TV, but movies or media, right? Yeah, discard. Yeah, of course, what DC called the Great Doom Talk, DC calls it the best Pew card. Yeah, wish I'd have thought of that one, but I always say P hard. Either way, it's trash. Yeah, Pew card is garbaggio. But yes, Oliver. Yeah, the key collectors they really screw up comics with that stuff. Create a lot of bullshit on artificial markets. It's really annoying. I mean, I'm not. I was in the business, of course, but I never was myself much of a collector per se. I just bought comics I wanted, but I dealt with a lot of collectors. I have a lot of buddies who are hardcore collectors, sold a lot of to collectors and things like that. And yeah, key collectors suck. Exactly, J-Man. You can spot them a mile away. Death of Justice League brought them out. Oh, every time, for example, there's a shitty Marvel movie or DC movie or TV, whatever. Buddy of mine back last summer, I believe it was, he told me that he just a few weeks before they dropped the couple of the trailers for Shang-Chi, Mistress of the 10 bracelets crap, that he started seeing the prices move up a little bit on special Marvel edition number 15, which is the first appearance of Shang-Chi. And then a couple weeks later, and I bumped him into a con, and I'd seen him in like 20 something years, and it was cool to see him again. He said, yeah, he kept seeing it. And he said, I don't know why. And he still did. At this time, when I saw him, it was about a week after he sold it. He said, all of a sudden, it bumped up from like around $400 to like 1,400 or something crazy like this. And he said, I wasn't going to sell it at $400 or $500, but man, I let it go. I said, I don't know what the deal was. And I said, you really don't know? I said, what do you mean? Because he's a little bit older, maybe around, close to my age, a little bit older. I'm old. I said, well, dude, it's the first appearance, and you got the movie coming. That happened right when the movie trailer came out. It was a little bit closer to opening day. The price spiked on it, and I said, you did a good thing because it's going to drop back eventually. You made a ton on it. You can get that story anywhere. An omnibus, yeah, they even did an omnibus on it. So yeah, and that's just one of many that happens with, and it's really stupid. I met one guy at work who knew nothing about comics or about any other characters at all, and only knew the heroes by recent movies. Well, Athena, that goes along with something that I've been saying for a number of years now. To many of us, these are and always will be comic book characters. To me, they'll always be comic book characters who happen to get in movies. But to the general public at large today, especially, and generations of the past, some of the past couple of generations, they're movie characters now. To them, I'm not saying that's right. Hey, Snail Messiah, good to see you, my friend. But that's what's going on. They're comic. I mean, again, they'll always be comic book characters to some of us, but to all of us really, who first experienced them that way, or love comics. But no, they are movie characters now, unfortunately. Hey there, what's up? Snail says, doing a new play of Fallout 4. I will build Clobby's comic book store in the game. Oh, thanks, man. Part of the game is collecting magazines and comics in that wonderful 30s and 50s style. Love it. Clobby's Comics Corner should be a good name. I mean, my name in my shop in the 80s, well, I ran a couple for different friends and stuff. The one I owned was called Mega City Comics. But you don't have to, you can name it anything you want, buddy. I'm honored. So, yeah, these collectors, oh, God, they ruin everything they do. It's tragic, but they are movie characters to a lot of people. But not everybody has the same life experiences. They didn't read comics. No one does. And then they watch the movie. And I can't tell how many times have you gotten into a conversation if you're a comic book fan, and someone to say, whether it's, oh, my husband's a real big fan of Batman, or, someone say, my dad's a big fan, or my brother's a big fan, whatever it is of, and they would name a character, like really a big Iron Man fan or whatever. And you talk to them for more than like a minute, and they they're talking about a movie. Did you think they're really J-Man, dude? I gotta say, Kite Man is getting an animated series. Come on, seriously. Are you joking? I can't tell if you're kidding or not. Whoa, what in the Kite Man? An old Batman, plastic man villain. I like when Kite Man was on Batman Brave and the Bold. I think Jeffrey Combs did the voice, if I remember right. Oh, Kite Man. It was announced. A Kite Man show. What? I can't form. Was it from Guardians? I can't even form words behind that one. Oh, getting a spinoff from that filthy Harley Quinn trash show. Pop Culture Republic. I don't know about Jeffrey Dean Morgan, but Jeffrey Combs. Oh, yeah. I think it's Jeffrey Dean Morgan. Jeffrey Combs did voice the question on the Justice League. Boy, my eyes playing tricks on me. Well, I'm very sick right now. But yeah, I've been rewatching. Since the other night, since Loki and I reviewed Justice League New Frontier, I just got in the mood to watch Justice League stuff again. So I just started rewatching Justice League Unlimited. I fight with people all the time about comics versus movies. That's my specialty. There you go. I hear you there. I hear you there, J-Man. Yeah, Dave, it's rated MA, but it's disgusting. Doing shows like those animated shows with the filth in it, like that Harley Quinn show, it makes me sick. I know. I'm an old fogey. I don't care. Yes, agreed. Athena, yeah, Justice League is just amazing. Hungry boy. I'm like the biggest superhero fan ever. Oh my god. No. You buy Funko Pops. Ugh. If you buy Funko Pops, I may hate you a little. Kidding. I know many of my friends buy those things. And there you go, Mark D. I'm glad you checked it because, again, I can see, because I remember when I first saw that stupid thing, it was on the DC app, and it looked like it had pretty good animation. I knew it was a comedy type of a show, but I can't repeat the filth that they were saying. David Rayborn, what's up, buddy? Good to see you, cuz. So it's got some really filthy, horrible language on it and some blood and guts, some really perverted shite. And I'm going, you might say, well, just don't watch it. No, this thing looks like a kid's cartoon or an all ages cartoon. And I can see, 8, 9-year-old kids, say, Mommy, can I watch the Batman cartoon on my app? On my DC app. Sure, son, just leave me alone, whatever. And I can see her mommy walking through the kitchen, hearing him watching the Harley Quinn show, F word every like 5 seconds, and all kind of filth on the sayings. Like, DC is irresponsible for making that trash, and they are absolute scum for making that trash. Just like there was scum to do that newer version of Batman animated series movie based on it, with the one with Poison Ivy, I believe, and Harley, which had ridiculous racy shit in it that did not belong there. Louis says, I don't read comics and I have been known to buy Funko Pops. Don't tell me. Hey, I'm just kidding. Look, Louise, I joke around about the Funko Pops, but hey, just kidding in love. Many of my dearest, most wonderful friends have those. And it's perfectly all right to have Funko Pops unless you're Mark D with a C. He's not allowed. He's the only one prohibited. Strictly prohibited. Oh, dear, oh, dear. What the? Oh, boy. Oh, sorry, having some breathing issues here. I'm only slightly under the weather with some coughing problems. Sorry about that. Oh man, oh man, oh man. Yeah, having a beer now. You know I don't drink, cuz. Just having some coughing. Sorry about that. I had to mute it. Some coughing issues. Just getting past this cough. Let's see here. Find Time Outsider says, it's also the parents' responsibility to monitor what kids watch. Certainly is. One funny story was a woman who took 6 kids to South Park movie. Oh, yeah. Movie friends. Uh, my friends and I were entertained by her. No, look. When I went to see Team America at the theater in 2004 or whatever, it was hilarious. All the parents who brought their kids to see the puppet movie. If you're that dumb, ugh. It was R-rated. You should ask yourself and ask them at the box office, if you have nothing else, why is this puppet movie R-rated? Because, sir, it's not made for kids. Dummy. So that's pretty stupid. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Oh, shite. Yeah. And hey, there's an unrated version of Team America, which a friend of mine, I think I bought the DVD of it back when it came out, or either someone brought it over. And there's a scene in there. I'm like, oh my God, no, I want to go back to the R-rated. Holy shit. The little kids at Freddy versus Jason, that's a known problem. Yeah, that's crazy. Wow. That's idiots. What a bunch of idiots. I remember in 86, there were little kids brought to see Howard the Duck. When we went to see Howard the Duck. Yeah, buddy, that didn't go over too good. Yeah, the unrated version of Team America is pretty messed up there, Dave. Yes. Yep, I do believe I have it. Yeah. Howard the Cluck. So, yeah, what do you got to do? But look, okay, so at least Moon Knight, I don't know that if it's worse. It's not quite as bad as P Hard. So that's something, right? And you know what I do when I go to watch when I the rare times I have me time to watch something? I watch something old. When I get some me watching time, I just watch something old now. Like tonight, I'll probably watch me some more Justice League, Unlimited. The problem is, there's not enough of them. Damn, it was so good though. So damn good. Yes, Dave. I hear you there, Dave. Yeah. Yeah, if you just come up with something worse than P Hard, no, you can't really do that. 5 full hour limits on YouTube this week, Lobby. Oh, okay, cool. I have every episode hour limits. I've been watching My Hero Academia. I've heard a lot about that, Louise, and I've had many try to get me to watch that. Today I watched Punisher with Dolph. 2 episodes of Adam West and Better Call Saul. Well, you're having a good day there, J-Man. Punisher with Dolph, though, really? I don't know about that one, buddy. At least you watched some Adam West there, so I'm with you there, bro. I'm just kidding, of course. It's not comic related, but I did watch the Vincent Price movie Fall of the House of Usher. Oh, wow. The other night ago, and was watching an old horror movie. Yep. Vincent Price. I love Vincent Price, of course. It's got me wanting to order. I keep forgetting to go. There's a movie called Master of the World that I love with Vincent Price. If you haven't seen that, yeah. I think they finally came out on Blu-ray. I got to try to get that. Was Team America ever done on Toxic Tuesday? I don't think so. We'll have to shout that out to Nicholas. Ultraman Ace today from Demo. So, yeah, what is everyone watching? You can all tell me. I've been enjoying some original Josie and the Pussycats. Real female here. This is the end, as in the cartoon, Hungry Boy? Yes, it's true, Oliver. The 2022 The Batman film is getting the sequel, even though it only made 788. Yeah, well, worldwide. That's right. I've heard that, Louise. Thank you. I've heard that. Josie and the Pussycats, meaning the original cartoon. Great. How about the Groovy Ghoulies? Stingray and Captain Scarlet. Yeah. That, I tell you what, Eric K., that won't be long before I start back trying to watch me some old Outer Limits again. It's been a while. I love it. I got a nice DVD set of the whole series because there were only 2 seasons. Now, Pop Culture Republic. Hello there, Jesse. Jesse says, what is this? Well, we're clobbering times. Just geeking out right now. It's just an open talk with I'm talking to my pals here. We just do, comics talk, older retro comics talk, of course. Some nights we do Star Trek. We do all kind of different things. Why do I have the same name as another channel, but with an S? Well, the answer to that is, I was until I came over here on YouTube a couple years ago. I was called Clobberin. I was Clobberin Time on my own. Well, maybe she left already. I don't know. For 11 years and 700 episodes. When I moved over here, there were a couple of shows that had Clobberin Time on them. They weren't using them. They weren't really putting videos much or anything like that. But I figured I couldn't just rip them off, so I just added the S. And but it is nice to see you pop in. All right, have a fun time. Good night. Well, good night, Jesse. Thank you for stopping in there and asking the questions. Huh. That's an odd question, but fair enough. Sure. I hope I answered it satisfactorily if she heard it. Yeah. Let's see. Yep, I have to see Josie in this Josie Space Adventure show too. I always have some of the Josie comics as well. I have seen some people do very good Edgar Allan Poe acting and bringing those books and stories, drama, and movies, but no one could do it better than Vincent Price. Agreed. Well, odd indeed. T-Bud. I still have Shazam, Hair Bear Bunch, and Marine Boy DVDs to watch. Well, there you go. Watching the good old cartoons. All right, J-Man, good to see you there, bro. Appreciate you. Take care, buddy. See you soon. At least you weren't talking about the Josie and the Pussycats movie. They did a movie, right? Oh, man. Well, I know y'all watched the Groovy Ghoulies, too. Now, I missed some of these because I was answering our friend Jesse who popped in, but Supercar, wow. Space Ghost. But with an S. That's just still not sure. I'm still not sure what to make of Jesse's question there. Why about the channel thing? I've never been asked that before. By the way, speaking of your recovery, D-Bud, I hope you're doing well, man. You all right? You hanging off in there? You feeling better, dude? I hope so. The movie was okay at best, but the soundtrack was great. Ah, nice. Ah, the 1963 Mighty Hercules cartoon is on YouTube. Greatness. I'm alternating between between anime and TNG with the odd film thrown in. I finally saw Ghostbusters Afterlife, says Louise. I liked Afterlife. I enjoyed it. So I hope you did too, Louise. Nice. Oh, yeah, Speed Racer. Larry Scorch. You mean Larry Storch? He is still with us. Had a DVD at the end of the court. Yep. Tom and Jerry's Frank Quimp. Awesome. Great stuff, David Rayburn. No, I love that stuff. Yeah, Steve Mitchum. That's what it kind of sounded like. Bit bizarre. I got you, D-Bud. Look, just get some rest and feel better, bro. I hear you, man. Days like this always make me watch old Harryhausen stuff. Nice. You can never have enough of that, man. Bobby, you can't always get what you want. You can try sometime you will find you get what you need. I like that song. It came from beneath the sea. Great one. Love it. Love Harryhausen. Let's see here. Cowboy Bebop, Ghost in the Shell. Oh yeah. Heard of those. Yes, it is. Yes, it is, Athena. Rolling Stones, indeed. Eric is like a Rolling Stone. I don't know why. Not really. He's not really like a Rolling Stone because he's not a complete unknown. Huh. Oh boy. What about the amazing Law Battle of the? Oh my goodness! You must be kidding me, Phantom Mouse. I haven't thought about those crazy gargantuans movies in years. Jesus, I used to watch those as a kid. It used to freak me out as a kid. Ah, my favorite anime is old school, The Mighty Raideen. Wow. With anything to do with the Shogun Warriors? What's that? What's that? Well, D Bud. I'm not sure what you're referring to, but I would agree that he says, "Thanks, guys. However, it does sound better coming from Purple Valkyrie. Everything sounds better coming from Purple Valkyrie. Let's just be honest. We love Purple, by the way. Love you, Purple, out there wherever you are. But yeah, everything sounds better from Purple. So, and you know what, folks? Tomorrow night, you also get to hear Raquel. I know you're looking forward to that, aren't we all? So, um, let's see here. What up, Bob? Mark D. If you're busy, no biggie, but you do have a link. If you want to pop in and say hello for a while. Got nothing going on. I know you're a busy man. But let's see here. Oh, I'm sorry, Eric. Eric's gonna miss tomorrow night. No, that's okay, man. That happens. That happens, sir. What can you do? We're gonna have a big celebration party on Saturday night Star Trek too. So. Oh, okay. I got you. Raiding was the big pharaoh-looking Shogun warrior. Ah, okay. Boy, I love Shogun Warriors. I never got to see the shows or anything. I just like the toys, the way they look when I would see them in stores. And when I bought the comic book occasionally, I bought the Marvel comic, of course. Those are so cool. Yeah. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. What? Everyone to see. You certainly. Let's see. Yurusi. How you say that? Urusi Yatsura. I don't know that. I know Rama half. I've heard of that one. But I don't know. Huh. Weird. Well, crap. So. I know about Project Gecko because I remember I think they had comics, and they used to sell a lot of those manga comics and stuff. But I've not seen it. Phantom Outsider. I've not looked. Everyone, I confess, I've not watched much anime. To me, anime was Speed Racer and and Battle of the Planets. That's just me. And I've watched some Robotech and Macross here and there. What's up, dude?
Hey, how's it going? I'll,
for joining me.
A few minutes. I'm still under the weather a bit, but not going anywhere, not doing anything. So.
Oh no! If you needed, you didn't have to pop in if you were busy. You could have just told me so.
I'm sitting in front of the computer anyway, so no, I appreciate that.
What's that? Oh, you're in front of it anyway.
Yeah, in front of the damn computer. I'm always here anyway, so
that's cool.
But I went for a test, so I have to see if I pass the test.
Which test? Which test would that be?
A vid test. No, my comic book knowledge test. No.
Oh, okay. Sure.
Because been lingering, so I got a big family event this weekend, so I don't want to miss that. But I got to get the go ahead first. So what a pain. But yeah, there's a lot worse things going on. So and you had a bad cold too. So it seems like Nick
I'm all run.
Had it.
Did he have it as well? I'm all run down.
He had it last week. Yeah. So it's just to stay home and read comics. So
are you? Is there anything wrong with your hookup or something? Because you're in and out.
Let me disconnect. I was doing a.
Could hear part of what you said.
Yeah, let me get out
of
it.
Okay.
Hold on.
That's
cool.
But
it'll get better in a second.
I got you. Thanks. That's cool. No biggie.
I got to exit an app I'm using.
Gotcha. Because I didn't catch every bit of that. Phantom Outsider says, yes, I have 2 anime series and manga out there. Wow, look at all that stuff. I can't even pronounce all that stuff there. Pop Culture says, I'm working on completing my run of Shogun Warrior comics. Cool. Something I started collecting as a kid and still have. Yeah, those are fun. JD Lewis, what's up, buddy? Those are fun just to look at, those whole Shogun Warrior comics.
Oh, yeah, I love those Shogun Warriors. I had a few of those as a kid and played with those, so those were a lot of fun.
You got the toys. All I got was the comics.
A couple of the toys, yeah. But we'd play, we'd shoot the missiles. So I had some of the small ones, and then I had, some of the friends had them. We'd have like wars with the Shogun Warriors. It was a lot of fun.
Oh yeah. So what I was hearing like bits and pieces. You saying you were some kind of test.
Yeah, I was on the VPN. I forgot I had my VPN running.
No, but I didn't. Yeah. So I didn't catch all of what you told me when you.
Yeah, no, I had to go for a vid test.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, because we got a big family event this weekend, so got
to
pass the test first. Yeah.
Hello, lovely Sherry. Good to see you, beautiful girl.
Hey, Sherry.
Oh, I got you. So to get tested so you can go do stuff.
Well,
huh?
otherwise you can't. Yeah, I gotta just stay home and watch Saturday Night Star Trek. No, just kidding. But yeah, we got no, you know what I mean. But yeah, if not,
No, I hear you.
we got some stuff planned for the weekend. But you can't go to a big crowd if you
No,
obviously if you. And of course, the old
of
days,
course
like
not.
I'd missed I missed some things this week. I didn't go to, but in the old days, if you had a cold or something, you'd go, and you probably shouldn't, but like you'd go out and go to a meeting or something. Now,
Oh
if
yeah.
you like cough in public or something, you've got to yell allergies.
Well, people go
Otherwise,
nuts. People
yeah.
go nuts. I mean, well, so in some places anyway. Pop culture curator, good to see you there. But yeah, you got to watch it now. It is different. Oliver says, Mark, I'm against Marvel killing off Mary Jane Watson by the hands of Moira McTaggart, who is now an enemy of mutants. She'll use Mary Jane's skin. It's much worse than One More Day. Were you guys discussing that or something?
Why he's mentioned that before, and I haven't read that. Now, has
That's
that happened
modern.
yet, or is that? I
Modern.
know that Moria is evil
There
now.
must be
Unless,
modern crap going on now.
yeah,
Or
J
something.
Man's on here. He's the X-Men
Yeah,
expert.
J Man. By the way, Oliver, if you don't know if you're familiar with, if you haven't been to J Man's channel, and you seem like you're an X Men fan, he follows. Not only does he have every issue of
Current.
X Men, he follows current X Men. He does a report on it every week. What's going on? If you haven't already, check out J Man's channel. He keeps up to speed with all that stuff.
Yeah, I cut out about issue 350, or I can't remember whereabouts that was, but I have almost every issue from well,
Yeah.
of course, trade, trade. I couldn't afford the real early ones, but pretty much every issue from, the 90s on up to 350. But then it just got too much of a soap opera, and I just, I know some people love it, but, it got too confusing too. So I cut out.
Oh, yeah,
But
yeah.
if they do that with more and try another ridiculous excuse to get rid of MJ, I mean, I don't mind sometimes doing, a short story arc, and then like Superior Spider-Man, as much as I can't stand Slott now, I actually kind of enjoyed it because I knew Peter Parker was coming back all along, and just shaking things up for 6 months to a year. And I know a lot of people hated it, but I thought the way they portrayed Doc Ock trying to be a hero was kind of interesting, and I didn't lose my shirt over it. But if they One More Day, when they basically got rid of the whole relationship with MJ and Peter, which was the basis for years and years of comics, that was horrible. I mean, that was a real screw up. So if they try to do that again, I think Mary Jane is got a suit now. She can channel Spider-Man's powers, and she was a hero for a while too. And there's just so many crazy things that they come up with that are truly bonkers. Yeah.
Wow. Well, there you go. Well, I'll tell you what. If you want to know what's going on in X Men, how I can't believe anyone even. I can't. I like to tease J Man about it. I mean, how anyone can stand to read any of that modern stuff, but he is up to speed. No, he's up to speed on a lot of comics, of course, but he reports on that. On
Yep.
what's going on with the X Men. So, which is pretty cool. If you're still reading that. So Oliver, go look into that. Yeah.
Yeah.
J Man is the man.
Post J Man's channel. Yep.
He wants to. He's going to be a week from this Friday. J Man and Decepticon, and I'm not sure exactly what time I'm going to do the show yet, but we're going to all get together and review Doctor Strange. Of course, you were cordially invited if you're able to make it.
Yep. Thank you.
But because I know you're going to be seeing it the previous day as well.
Yep.
So
Looking
there's
forward
that.
to that. Hopefully, I heard some good things from the first, when people saw the first 30 minutes, and a lot of people thought it was decent, or I don't know what, how trustworthy those reviews are, but
You never
I'm
know.
hoping. I'm hoping.
Yeah, you just never know.
Yep.
Yeah, your Pop Culture Republic. I hear you got out of the X titles in the '90s. I stopped in the mid '80s myself, but I'm old. There you go. There's J Man's channel. I have a link in my. Also, there's a link in my description below, as well.
Yeah, that's what I did too. Pop culture. Yeah, it was just too crazy. When we were doing some of the old reviews, remember, we were looking at the ads for the comics that were on sale, and those were just so fantastic. It's like one X-Men title, back in the day. Like, if you want to follow X-Men, just buy this one title. So
Yeah,
I mean, I could see. I mean, were there 2 Spider-Man books or
2.
3 Spider-Man books at most in the 80s?
Well, in the '80s, I mean, there was. Yeah, now they're like 30.
Yeah.
I don't know how many there are now, but yeah. Oh yeah, like in the '70s again. in the 70s, it was Amazing Spider-Man, and then eventually they started not only reprinting his stories with Marvel Tales, you get Marvel Team Up,
Yep.
and eventually became his title. Spidey Super Stories, and then they get Peter Parker, the Spectacular Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And then later, you got Web of Spider-Man. I mean, but he started getting a lot of titles, but he was Spidey,
Yeah, but it wasn't like 6 titles to follow, or 7.
No.
Yeah.
It was crazy. It was, I mean, what do they have? Like, how many Batman titles are there right now? I heard J-Man, I don't know if he was joking or not, saying there are a bunch of Batman. Just like 75% of the comics are all Batman now.
Yeah, because they've got, all these different, Batman family characters that they've got comics for. Yeah. I should check. Let me go check to see what what's currently running. Yeah. I get Batman and Detective. That's it. So they're getting anything else. It's just gets to, and the books are too expensive too. So I get just enough books, to hit that discount. And once you do that, it's if they're really good too, it'd be different, I guess. So let's see what's active titles. Let's see here what they got going for Batman. Be interesting.
Like it's, and then you talking about these are all new titles. Like
yeah,
because I don't
just
follow the
looking
crap.
up.
I can't stand modern, as you know. But I heard them talking about it on J-Man's show the other night, and he and Sean were just joking that it was 70 some odd % of the books that they put out were Batman books.
Well, they've got.
I don't know if that's the true average, but
well, they've got here we go. Well, here, you want me to share my screen?
we'll be showing New Filth. So yeah, but what else?
Yeah, well,
at least I'll be able to make fun of it. So go ahead.
You can make fun of it. Yeah, let me go to.
I'm feeling so. I mean, I need to beat up on something after that sitting to that Poon night.
Oh, well, I thought it was actually better than last week's.
How you could? Well,
but I mean, certain elements, or like I thought,
right.
without giving any spoilers. I don't want to give spoilers.
Yeah.
It was just out last night.
Yeah, it was so much better getting
some of the
stabbed
stuff
in the leg instead of in the face. Right,
yeah.
You're right.
But some of the stuff was, but they could have told that in 15 minutes though, as a flashback. I think, like give us Moon Knight. If we had like 4 or 5 episodes of Moon Knight kicking ass, but there were elements of the flashback and origin I thought were very touching and really well done.
They haven't earned it.
Family.
They haven't earned the right to do something like that.
But
it's so bad.
I agree. But some elements, and I think he's a great actor. I think I like Oscar Isaac.
Yeah, he is.
The Hungry Hippo threw me out. I mean, that was when we were talking about that before.
Oh,
that was
God. So stupid.
That was so
freaking dumb.
Yeah, so ridiculous. Yeah. So, and then she would have that voice. That was. I mean, there was no. I mean, just that snarky, stupid crap. I mean, they could have had the god as a hippo that had a feminine voice, but wouldn't an ancient god wouldn't talk like that. Maybe have a sense of humor, like
it's
a Loki,
the Marvel universe.
Yeah.
It's all.
Total crud. So let's see here if we got. Let's share this.
That new Ben, I haven't read the new issue, but I hear it's bad.
That was bad. That was bad. Hungry Boy, that last.
I'll read it. Well,
here you go. No, you're good.
If you can send it to me, we can both review the hell out of it and tear it to pieces.
Yeah. It was. I mean, the last issue maybe moderately, but I mean, it's like you're going from like a D to a C- kind of stuff,
Batman number what? Let him say a number on there, does it?
Well, this is the Batman. The last number 1 was 2016, so that's so there's Batman.
Huh?
Batman, Catwoman. It's another series.
Batman, Catwoman, Batman, Superman, Wars. Now I've heard that one might be okay, but because it's by Wade, who usually can write them well, but still. So another Batman with Batman. One Dark Knight. Oh, what the? Are you kidding me?
Well, I can click on the cover. I can show you. Yeah, let's see what it looks like.
You don't really have to.
Sorry.
All right, man. You talk about oversaturated. Batman Beyond. Okay, let's see. The White Knight. Yeah, let's look at this.
Who's that?
Thrilling cover.
Oh, it's not showing there. Huh. Oh, look at that incredible art.
You like that art?
No.
I mean, some people do.
Yeah, no, I don't. Not my style, but yeah.
Yeah.
It
Is
just
that Sean Gordon Murphy there?
Dave Stewart, Sean Murphy. Yep. I just don't like the angular nature of that. It's too
I
sharp
don't
for me.
like it.
But
Yeah.
let's see what we got.
Nightwing is now a billionaire thanks to the last will of Alfred Pennyworth. Was he dead?
Yeah, he died. Yeah, they killed Alfred off again. Yep.
He's legitimate heir to Alfred's fortune. Why? Oliver, I don't fight for. To be fair, I always air my prejudices, so you know not even to pay attention to me. I don't favor that new storyline. But to be fair, if it's modern crap, I don't touch it anyway. The Screw 52 chased me away, so I'm not a good barometer for you. If you are reading new stuff, know that all of it makes my skin crawl. And when I look at new modern comics, it makes me want to hurl. I can't even look at them. So that's just me. So, but there are others like Mark here who still buys some, and J-Man that you can get a better idea if you know what's going on with there. Because I respect anyone except for Mark. I don't respect him for reading them. He should know better. Just kidding. But I respect anyone reading them and enjoying them. It's just for me. I can't, man. I just can't. But anyway, but no, I
Yeah,
think
well, the killing off Alfred sucks. I think too.
killing Alfred sounds stupid to me, though.
Yeah.
Batman the Knight.
Yep. So we got that. Batman 89, which is decent. Batman Killing Time.
Batman Beyond. Can't they just do Batman comics without having the million series?
Batman Beyond Neo Year. I think that's Batwing.
Hell
I
is
think.
that?
I'm guessing.
Okay.
I have no idea.
Notice
I
they
have
put
I don't go
Batman's
to
name on the title though.
Yeah, that's Batman Beyond, I guess. Who I like as a character in the cartoon. Batman Fortress.
Oh boy.
7 issues. I Am
These
Batman.
are all new, right?
These are new, yeah. So this is current. So I'm sorting by
$4,
active
$5,
titles,
$6,
and you can
$7,
sub
$8.
to these.
Yeah,
I Am Batman. Who is Batman there?
Batman or Urban Legends.
Yes, all these you can sub to.
Well, Batman never gets anything done. He never gets any sleep.
Ouch.
Without Alfred.
Is that Ace there?
Oh no, Alfred's died plenty of times before, yeah.
Yeah.
Is that who?
That's true. Yeah.
That outfit looks like shit. And that's Ace. Is that Ace?
Is that Ace? Yeah, I guess
He looks terrible. Batman looks terrible. Is that Frank Whiteley cover or something?
Does it say who? Well, if I click on it, it might tell us. It's $8. Let's see. These are all the artists for the covers. So let's see where that cover tells us. Yeah, look at this too. Look at number. There's C. There's like 5 covers too.
Yeah.
A, B, C, D. Let's see if it tells us who.
Oh my God.
Mostart.
Well, somebody's ripping off Whiteley, I guess.
Let's see. Art by Nicola Sismeska. I can't pronounce.
It is Jason Bado.
Yep.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
Birds of Prey led by Lady Shiva and Katana, and a team up between Batman and the Question. Yeah,
wow.
14 issues of those.
Yeah, there's only like how many? So we're still not done with the Batman title.
No. Batman
Jesus
Beyond
Christ.
the White Knight. Oh, this is second printing. All right.
Oh crap! Still, look at all these titles.
Batman. Oh, I guess this is. I don't know. Oh, that's a signed version. Yeah, but how many Batman titles were that? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 Batman
13
titles. Well, 13 of I guess
the
that's one, right? Yeah.
There's more. Looks like more to me.
Well, this is second printing.
All of them?
Let's see. This is a signed version.
Okay. So 12. Anyway, bottom line,
yeah,
basically
Dynamic
12.
Forces. Yeah, let's see.
12 freaking titles. Hello there, Captain James C. Skywalker.
Hey, Captain.
Yo, dudes, Nerdrotic. What about Nerdrotic Gary? Oh, his latest videos. Videos are always awesome. But yes, I love Gary's new video. That was great. The one about the deaths of the franchises. Great video. If you haven't seen that, everyone check out Gary's video. It's cool. Keely Chow, Roll Tide.
So this is
So it's like 12, basically roughly 12 titles.
Yes, I
Who
don't know
needs
how
12
many.
titles?
I don't know how many titles there are for DC this month, but I mean, you can compare it to. But that's then if you can compare it to Superman, let's see.
I'm sure there's more than Superman has.
Yeah, Batman's more popular than Superman, I'm guessing. In terms of number
Probably
of
only like
titles.
7 or 8 Superman ones.
So we got. Well, of course, they're counting Batman, Superman.
Right, so you can count that for both of them. World's Finest. Wow. At least there's a few of them, huh?
Yeah, I guess it's just not not nearly as many, right? Yeah.
Superman 1939. Is that some kind of replica?
Yeah, there must be a replica.
Or facsimile or something?
Facsimile, I'm guessing.
I thought they weren't doing any facsimiles anymore.
I'm not sure what that is, but maybe it was a reprint, or maybe they just have it listed. These are the only ones you can sub to. There's no prices, so they must be selling back issues there. That's probably what it is.
They certainly ain't selling. That's the 1939 comic.
Yeah. So there's only the Superman.
It's not a 1939 comic, by the way. It's just this 1939.
Well, I guess they're listing as that's when.
That's when the title started.
Because there's so many number ones now. So,
well, they do that.
So they put the name. Yeah. So this is Superman 20. Yeah. So this is Superman 2016. Was that they reset the numbering, but then they do the legacy numbering now too. Yeah.
Yeah.
But these are the only ones you could sub to. So look, compare. Yeah. There's 1, 2, 3.
Dark Crisis.
Yeah, so there's only 3 Superman books just to compare to Superman and Batman. Superman, Son of Kal-El, and Batman, Superman. And there's no adventure comics anymore, so, And then there's Superman, this series. But I guess I think it's Superman, Son of Kal-El now took over the name.
Yeah.
I think they took over, because these are dynamic forces, so those are usually special editions that are signed, so that's interesting. Yeah.
Crazy stuff, dude.
And if you compare to like Spider-Man,
yeah. Oh no, God, really?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Jesus.
Well, there's a facsimile. That's cool.
I think I had that. I thought I had that facsimile. Maybe it's a new one. Oh no, they might. Oh, cool. Oh, those are new facsimiles. I think I could have swore they already did number 1, but nice. I got the Peter Parker one last week. They did a Peter Parker Spectacular Spider-Man number 1 facsimile. I got that one. Yeah, I used to buy these facsimiles every time.
Yeah, these dynamic forces are all.
These are all. See the Spectacular Spider-Man
76
number 1.
Yep,
yeah,
number 1. Yep, and you were talking about how you remember buying that, right?
Yeah.
Nice.
We got a couple other ones for facsimiles.
It's a classic, yeah.
That cover, and there's just something about it that always stood out.
You just stick in your mind. Yeah, that's a great cover, I think. Yeah, I remember that cover. Yeah. So there's only, what did I say? Well, one to get people angry, but yeah, a Miles Morales book. So in the Spideyverse, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 books compared to what did I say, 14, 12. Batman books, yeah.
Yeah.
What the heck is Savage Spider-Man? What the heck is that?
Oh, good Lord.
Did he turn into a spider again? That's happened a few times before.
Multiple arms again or whatever? Okay.
Yeah, it looks like a spider.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Is that like a clone? I don't want to know.
Oh, boy. Why do they keep doing this?
Let's see, Savage Spider-Man. Someone's got to read this, right? Is he always like a spider dude?
You don't buy that one?
No, I don't buy that one yet. Never heard of that one. Maybe it turns to a full Spider-Man by moonlight.
Okay, Mark Bagley.
Well, they have all these are all just the variant variant
covers. Yeah. Okay,
so
okay. Well,
Yeah.
boring crap is Marvel and DC now. They're just a bunch of hacks, dude. So there you go. They've got Batman's got like something like maybe roughly 10, 11, 12 titles. That's stupid. Well, I guess they got nothing else. I mean, what do they got that sells? That's all their business right there.
Yeah.
Well,
I guess if he sells, right? But how could you follow the characters? I mean, in the old days, I read Detective and Batman, right?
I'd have to.
That was
Brave
it, and
and
you
the
knew.
Bold, but yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, if you wanted to follow most of what the character did, right?
That was right. Yeah.
I mean, you could buy those 2 books, and you're pretty much.
That's what it was. Those were their continuity.
Yeah,
right
and Brave and Bold. Yeah, and then like Brave and the Bold was kind of like Marvel 2-in-1, or if you wanted to get the
it didn't have any of the
books.
continuity. It was not the same Batman, really.
But it was usually a one-off.
Right. So no,
and I actually like those. I actually like those better.
I like those
you got
better.
The one-off. You got those.
I like the one-off stuffs.
Stories, yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Athena, have a great night. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you. Thank you. Let's see here. Yeah, dude. I mean, I guess that origin stuff just didn't do anything for me because the show didn't earn any weight with that. It was just kind of boring, and it was I guess I could say this for them. I mean, they actually had the nerve to make the mom bad.
Yeah, I was thinking that. I was watching it. Like, you're gonna notice.
It's a shame your mind even goes there. It's a shame your mind even goes there.
It shouldn't. It shouldn't.
Weird.
Yeah.
An abusive mom. This is a Disney. Did you get the memo?
It's
supposed to be abusive dad, like always, but it was abusive mom. And of course, that is congruent to the comic books, in a sense. But I mean, I don't know, that crap with his brother. They revised it because he had pretty much the first Moon Knight story I ever really read a lot of. In the back of that Hulk magazine, he was fighting a serial killer that was his brother.
I remember that. Yeah, you were telling us about
nurses.
That one.
Yeah. So, but whatever, dude. So he's just, again, I guess it's touching. It just doesn't even care. I was like, I don't get you people. This is boring as shit.
Well, and plus the episode before that too was incredibly boring.
Too boring. I was like,
it was like you could have that episode could have been told in 5 minutes. Really, it was just a total waste of time, and nothing good happened or interesting happened. And then you've got that, and this will spoil because it's been out a week. It's really not saying much, but there's like a supernatural creature, the Tomb one, the number 4.
Yeah,
and. And that's definitely a supernatural creature. It was some kind of Egyptian monster that could, jump up to the ceiling and climb walls and had some kind of super strength that looked like, to be able to move like that. And then Lara Croft to fight him off physically and, break his arm in half. And, I'd like to see someone, any character in that position, male or female, have to use their wits or a trick or something. I mean, he grabs her and he pulls her into that cavern. And you're telling me she's able to escape that? I mean, he scurries away like, a vampire, basically. If you've seen the scene, and he pulls her into that cave or cavern, and then she's able to, throw him out basically and fight him off. I mean, without doing anything, really special or, using her intelligence or something something tricky or. I'm not a writer, but come up with something.
That was so bad. That scene when she spits him out of that.
Yeah. Well, how the hell did that happen? I mean, she had holy water on Dracula, or that's how you explain it. When a mere mortal fights something more powerful, because the creature obviously was a supernatural creature. It wasn't even just like a regular.
But dude,
big dude.
The big point though is at that point that was episode 4. Now we're this new one's 5. You still have. Pretty much no Moon Knight.
Oh yeah. It was like there was no Moon Knight in that one, so
there's no Moon Knight at all in that one. There was, and tonight doesn't count. A flashback of what is it, like 20 seconds showing him there about how he became Moon Knight. Great, who cares?
Holy crap. That was all you got. Yeah, but
No Moon Knight action.
That could have been, if they'd moved the story forward and issue or episodes 1 and 2.
That works.
I've been saying that from the beginning. Where compress them, take a lot of the stuff out, but have some of the good character moments, and you want to have that background, and then show that as a flashback. But like this episode this week could have been, I think, about 15 minutes, just to show the important stuff.
To me, there's nothing important to show. Everything they filmed should be scrapped. There's nothing interesting about this show.
I like the stuff with the mom and him and the other characters that I can't mention now. But at this point, it's pointless because it's been so bad. But if the show had been really good, say the first 4 episodes had been all action and a ton of Moon Knight, and then they gave you an action-filled episode,
it'd have been fine.
Some of this flashback,
even though I don't prefer that origin, it would have been fine.
So that was at least interesting and explain what was going on with the characters, and that part was good. But they really missed the mark. Because this, the actors are, Isaacson is pulling it off, playing these 2 different characters. It's believable. He's playing these split personalities or whatever you want to call, without giving spoilers, whatever you want to call it. And I thought he does it. And then, of course, the thing is, today with CGI, you can show and do pretty much anything. So it's not like the old days when you had to wait a week to, Spidey shot his web shooters this week, when's he going to shoot them next week? I mean, so you've got to really have a good, well done series. Like, Daredevil had a great story that first season, a lot of action.
Every episode of Daredevil, even though there was a lot of other things going on with other characters, every episode delivered on the action. Every episode, you can guarantee you're going to get something out of it. Some really cool fight here and there. Rare, and if not, there was a lot of tension and stuff going on. But it was almost. I have to go back again, even though I have mentioned it twice, and to be specific about that. But just about every single episode delivers on the action. Cardinal Sin with a $9 super sticker.
Cardinal Sin.
Thank you so much, buddy. Really appreciate you. Good to see you. I hope you're doing well tonight, buddy. The great Cardinal Sin, everyone. Please go check out his channel, by the way.
That's a real cute superhero pair. It is.
I can't see it. Can't
see the sticker yet, but in the YouTube land, it's a cute little dude. Thank you.
Oliver says, I'm beginning to worry for Disney Plus's Kenobi series. I pray this would be, excuse me, better than the Book of Boba Fett. Well, don't.
That's not tough to do, though.
It's not tough to be better than that, but I'd still say don't hold the hopes out. I think it's going to be the crasher right there. I think it's going to be worse.
Well, that was the best episodes of Boba Fett were Mandalorian episodes.
Yes, and I think they're going to really destroy Obi-Wan and Darth Vader. They're the next targets.
And they should never meet. Darth Vader and Obi-Wan should never meet in that series.
No, but they will, and they're going to ruin everything.
Yeah, it's bad. Yeah, Captain Scully says Moonlight or Moon Knight. It's actually
Moonlight.
Where is Moon Knight?
It's very light on Moon Knight. Where is?
It
should be called Where is Moon Knight?
Moonlight Light.
I mean, it is mind-boggling at this point that we've had. Where it's a 6. It is. Are we sure it's only 6 episodes?
Yeah, I'm gonna check that now.
Okay, 6 episodes for fuck's sake.
You've had 10 minutes of Moon Knight,
and we've had maybe 12 minutes of Moon, but we've only seen 5 so far. But I'm saying, if this next one has to be wall-to-wall Moon Knight, or you have a show with nothing to do with Moon Knight. Already, it's pretty much nothing to do with Moon Knight. It actually says Moon Knight for the first time in the new one. But
6 episodes until
it's
May
only
4th.
6 episodes, and you've done nothing. God. You've done nothing. Wow, it's mind-boggling.
How did you screw that up so much? It's not possible. It's inconceivable. I mean, you got a cool character. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of Moon Knight, but
but he's cool.
Put your guy in the show. I mean,
put him in there. What is it? I mean, what's the hell? After the second episode, I at least thought, okay, well, there he is.
Yeah.
And the next one he'll be there, and then he wasn't much, but it was like, all right. Surely at the end, in the third one he'll be there, and he's got a couple scenes here and there. So like, all right, not much in those.
But then he loses his powers in the third one.
Then he loses the damn power, and then you got a whole episode of 4 without him. and then
5 without him.
And then 5 without him.
Yeah.
I'm like,
and he's barely in the first one. He's in for what, 60 seconds?
Yeah. I think someone said they're up to like 11 minutes before this tonight. So
I guess 10 minutes. So someone actually
maybe
must have
10
counted
minutes.
it.
Someone must have counted it. And if you have to count it,
that's an issue.
That's a lot. That seems like a little bit much to me on the high side. But okay, maybe it's 10 minutes, 12 minutes.
Well, do you count it when the flashback? You don't count it when he just phases in and out too, right? Because you don't know what's happening.
Yeah, and then
the goldfish problem. You know, which was interesting for a few minutes, but then it was just annoying the back and forth between the character. It was, yeah. Oh, it's worse than Iron Fist. No, Iron Fist was at least semi-watchable compared to this.
Let me tell you something. I'll tell you why Iron Fist is better,
a masterpiece.
Iron Fist sucks, but at least he's Danny Rand Iron Fist the whole time, and he gets into trouble. He gets in fights. It's not very good, and I don't mind the kid playing him too much. I wasn't big on him. I mean, but at least, and Iron Fist is really bad. Don't get me wrong, but at least it has something to do with the character.
Yeah,
I mean, at least it deals with him.
It's a story too, coming
just
back.
Like Daredevil deals with Daredevil, right? This is the one where good movie or bad, like Captain Marvel's a horrible movie in my opinion. Black Widow sucks. Shang-Chi I hate. We talked about how much I hate it. Even all those movies have their main character. Whether you like the movie or not, it's irrelevant. They have the character in there.
Yeah,
you can say it sucks. You can say it's great. Whatever. The other shitty shows they made, WandaVision or Falcon and Winter Soldier and Hawkeye or what have you, it had the character in there. Even Hawkeye, which may have skimped on Hawkeye a little bit, he's there. This show, a title character is not there.
Yeah.
Absent. Is there another show that's done that? There's other shitty shows, sure. It's one thing to be. I'm not even talking about necessarily being
powerless.
Just a shitty show. I'm like, this is a show that's about. It has a title that has nothing, and it has nothing to do with its damn character.
I think Powerless had more superheroes in it for that run. It was a show about not showing superheroes. Well, Eric says Gary tweeted 11 minutes after this week, 4 seconds or something. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, 11 minutes now. Yeah.
Yeah. And Hungry Boy says, 1954 Godzilla was in his own film for only 15 minutes. Wow. That's a good movie, I guess. And he destroyed Tanker, Wharf, and all Tokyo. Yeah. This Moon Knight's only
there've been a lot of
fought a few people.
Yeah, there've been movies where they were very skimped on the main character, but this might be a champion.
Well, like Jaws is different too. You don't want to show the shark to
about superhero stuff.
Superhero,
Clobby has a crush. Clobby has a crush on Brie. I do.
On her toes.
Nobody ever tells me these things. I'll give you another one. I'll give you the champion right now. It's movie stuff. The world champion right now, as far as movies are concerned, of a title character that doesn't show, but that is completely shorted by his own damn movie, for me, is Tron Legacy. Holy shit. I love the original Tron movie. Yes, Flynn's in that a lot, but it's still Tron. It's about Tron and Flynn. It's about both of them. This movie, because what do we get? Like a second here or so of Tron?
But you have Olivia Wilde in there, so
that's no excuse. I hate the movie anyway, but I'm just saying that's not even all the reasons I hate it, but that's the biggest reason. Tron,
that's true. You're looking back,
shows up like what? Twice. Once a flashback, and one's kind of a darker scene because I couldn't really deep fake it too well. And then I think at the last battle scene, he pops in there and does something and says, "For the users" or some shit, and he's dead.
Yeah.
Like movie had.
I didn't mind the movie. I didn't mind the movie. There was some stuff I liked about it.
I was so disappointed, man. I know a lot of people like it. I don't get it.
I liked it.
I don't like it at all because I remember I waited 28 years for that sequel, and I went that first night really late by myself. Like, they're gonna make a Tron. Yeah, we're gonna get a Tron movie. We. I love Tron so much, and I had to see this. I don't know why anyone could like this movie. I hated it so much. God, I was so disappointed. Thank you so much for cheering me up a little bit there, Cardinal Sin. After my being depressed about Moon Knight, 1999 super chat. Thank you, sir. He says there were 2 episodes of the Book of Boba Fett that had 0 Boba Fett in them because they jammed in 2 episodes from the 3rd season of The Mandalorian. Yes, that is all absolutely true. Disney is going down hard and they can't tell stories. Well, sir, I concur.
Yeah, it's been bad.
You're right.
I agree with that.
Yeah, they're terrible. They're horrible. And I don't understand. Yes, there are there are a lot of superhero films or stuff that don't give me enough of the superhero, but this is a new low. I mean,
it's one thing to screw up the hero, but they're screwing up the series and not showing the hero.
Yeah, not showing him at all. I mean, some of them. I mean, there are plenty of times I like the movie, but I wish they had more scenes with, fill in the blank, more
Captain
Iron Man
America.
scenes, or more Cap scenes, or more Spidey, whatever. But that's normal. Some of them do have a little bit too little scenes of the hero, but this I've not seen.
Oh, this is crazy. Yeah, and I've been saying that from the beginning. Like it's like, well, we know we've got 6 episodes, and we're going to stretch it out. Like Power Man, Luke Cage was the worst offender of that on Netflix, I thought, because that just dragged and dragged and dragged in some parts. So you like the actors and the character, but
right,
it's like get to the point. I think they try to be too artsy fartsy to.
Well, they're trying to be preachy and the Netflix shows
just to show off,
popular, so.
Yeah, but and so, with the Moon Knight, let's be artistic. Let's have this grand drama, and we're high art.
They're all soap operas. Yeah,
it's like, hey, it's a comic book movie. I mean, there's certain times in comic books can tell a great story, like Demon in a Bottle, or hard hitting heroes with that whole storyline with the drugs and Speedy. Cool. Hard traveling heroes, yep.
Right.
And there's certain, but the other time we want just some fun and some entertainment, and then you can throw a message in, a morality, or that kind of stuff in the story. But give us some meat on the bones, especially introducing a character too. I mean, this is the first. Who the heck knows Moon Knight? I mean, even comic book readers. He's
that's another thing.
Not a well-known character. I mean, even
and you don't show anybody. You've given nobody any Moon Knight to bite into, to sink their teeth into as a viewer that says, "Whoa, I really like." Who's going to come away from this who never read a Moon Knight comic and go, "Wow, Moon Knight is so cool"? No, they're not. They're going to go, "He's a grouchy Egyptian guy that we didn't get to see for 3 minutes," and what does he do? I don't know. If you ask, I guarantee you. Unless something crazy happens in the 6th episode, but if you stopped it right now where it is and asked somebody who's never read Moon Knight, so what do you think about Moon Knight? And they said, not the show. What do you think about the character? They'd be like,
I don't know.
I don't know. So what is Moon Knight to you? What do you think he is? It's like a Egyptian god thing, right? Yeah. What do you think of him? I guess he kind of looks cool. I guess. What about the character? I like all the 2 crazy guys. Yeah, but what about Moon Knight? I don't fucking know. Why would I know? There's nothing there, man. So yeah, he's not going to win any fans. There's not going to be any. They're not going to be any Moon Knight fans created by this show.
No, because in the comic book shop we'd hang out. Like there were some diehard Moon Knight people that love Moon Knight. He's got his fans. But he was a, everyone, stereotyping about, like, most people love Batman, Superman, Wolverine, those are Spider-Man, the obvious ones.
Right.
But, then, so when that group of, say, people, Moon Knight was a slim subset of an already niche audience. So, and it doesn't mean you can't make a character, popular. Like D-Bud's not going to give me a shin kick. I said, I never considered Iron Man a B character. I always loved Iron Man, but when you read things out, they say, "Oh, Marvel made Iron Man a B character and a big hit." which I guess maybe is true. I always, like I said, loved Iron Man, but
it's kind of true though.
But he wasn't a well-known. I guess among comic book
was,
fans like us, everyone knew
yeah,
Iron Man.
he was
obviously.
not big. It wasn't,
but he wasn't a
public. We got put him
I mean,
on
you
the
have
map.
the Iron Man song, but yeah, so you can do it, right? But they did it by having a great origin and a great first movie.
Yeah, they put Iron Man in the movie.
Yeah, and he kicks ass from the beginning too. So
I always said that movie needed even one more big Iron Man scene.
Yeah.
But still got enough Iron Man to work with.
And it kind of worked too, because it's the origin, and he's building the suit, and you don't expect him to be, but at least building up to that. In this series, they start with Moon Knight. He is Moon Knight. In the series, you don't see Moon Knight in the first episode. It'd be interesting. I wonder compare the Hungry Hippo to Moon Knight. How many minutes was the Hungry Hippo?
The Hippo's already had way more time than Moon Knight.
The Hippo had more Moon Knight time? I wonder.
Shit, yeah. Oh my God,
Eric
yes.
K, you should ask Gary to do a video comparing.
Considering it's only been in one episode.
Hippo time to Moon Knight.
Thank you so much, Cardinal Sin, for the $9.99 super chat. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate you. You're very generous. He says, what really disturbs me is what they're going to do with Werewolf by Night. I love the Werewolf by Night. They're going to F it up just like everything else. That's when Moon Knight first appeared in that comic. Are they really doing Werewolf by Night?
I guess so. I've heard that rumor.
God. Yeah. I think I heard someone mention it before. Well, Cardinal Sin, I'm with you, buddy. It'll be very bad. Jack Russell is his name, true enough. And it will be bad to the bone.
Let's see what the interwebs say if they're doing. Oh, yeah. Jake will appear in the 22 live-action MCU Halloween special.
Okay. That's
portrayed by Gael Garcia Bernal. What's the Halloween special?
You tell me this is a Halloween
upcoming American television special directed by Giacchino for streaming service Disney Plus based on Marvel Comics. First television special in the Marvel MCU.
Who else is in it? Man-Thing?
Sharing that if it was well done would be an awesome idea. Like we were watching, talking with Courtney the other night, and everyone on my show, I think it was on, House of Horror, the anthology DC horror series. So if they did something like a Halloween special, that would be really cool. House of Mystery,
yeah. Well, we'll see. Who else? Do we know anything else about that thing or no?
Let me. It's Untitled. Let's see. I'm reading about it.
Well, they got to get. They got to get it made pretty quick. They're gonna have it by October.
Yeah. So it's begun August 2021. Let's see what else.
Oh, so they've been filming it or they've been making it.
Let's see. Werewolf by Night. I'm skimming here. Let's see.
This is hippo harassment. Yes.
Hippo. Yeah.
Well, the Hippo, I'm telling you, if not, it's close. Hippo, I think, had more time already than Moon Knight has.
Probably, right? Yeah.
Yeah, but who hasn't really?
Yeah.
So, yeah, Moon Knight's just this. And again, there's another thing. Since they're going this route, Moon Knight has no personality. You saw a couple of things where Moon Knight's running around fighting. The few that you saw, and then you see Mr. Knight, which sucks. I can't stand Mr. Knight either. But you don't see that they don't really, when they're in those costumes, they don't really haven't done anything yet either to distinguish themselves. It's just empty. He's an avatar for real. Really is just an avatar.
Yeah,
a cipher. He's a cipher, and it's I find it hard. Again, about a year or so ago, I remember when I heard about this. Hello there, the woke breaker. I remember saying, watch, however many episodes there are, it'll be the last episode. You'll finally get to see like a few minutes of Moon Knight, and it'll be over. And I was just saying it to be saying. I'm not trying to sound like, oh, look what I know. I mean, it's a no-brainer, I guess. But I really was. Hello there, small-time Republic. Good to see you.
Hey, guys.
I really was just kind of throwing it out there half-assed, saying, yeah, they'll probably jerk around for like 4, 5, 6 episodes, and then whatever. Last episode, you'll see Moon Knight kick some ass for like 5 minutes, and it'll
look right.
Over. And I didn't know how right I was. And again, not look how great I am. Anyone could have called it, I guess, but I had to think that would be a little bit of an exaggeration. Yeah, woke breaker, I'm a dummy. We watched Moon Knight, and it's horrible. It's I mean
Yeah.
it
It
is
broke us.
it has nothing to do with Moon Knight. I mean nothing. And
Yeah.
that's the season 1 or 2 of The Punisher was for Netflix was sort of like that. I like him; he's great.
Well,
Bernthal.
season 2 is really good. I like season
I like
2.
two better, but
The
either
2 is
both of
much
them.
better.
This is almost like that, except he was already established as the Punisher in Daredevil season 2. So in season 1, it took a while to get started, but still, it's not like so you get to him the whole movie, so it's fine. It's not the same thing. You get to have him. So, but this, like I said, I think I'm going to go back to originally what I said a little while ago. This is the first thing I've seen that's to that extreme where it has nothing to do with this title character, and I can't think of anything quite like that. Yes, again,
Yeah.
them, getting cheated out of a lot of the characters. It's one thing. It's like what was it? You were talking about the Spider-Man TV show with Nicholas Hammond. You
Yep.
got 10 times more Spidey in that
That's true.
than
Yeah.
they get
Yeah.
in Moon Knight.
So far, yeah.
And so this next episode, if it's 50 minutes of wall-to-wall Moon Knight, then I'll go, okay, well, they just jam-packed
Well, then
in.
you could
But it's
just
not
watch.
perfect.
You could have skipped all the other 5 episodes.
Yeah, but you know what? It's not going to be that though. Yeah, he'll be in it, I'm sure, but because they didn't have Layla in this new one at all, so
It's gonna
you
be
bet
all Layla kicking butt. You think?
the next episode is going to all be about Layla. Maybe not so much just kicking butt, is in the end something happening to Spectre and her becoming Moon Knight. That's my prediction.
Well, Seth Green years ago did a cut of the first 3 prequels in Star Wars and chopped them down to 45 minutes, allegedly. And he's only shown it a few times, I guess, or to friends. But, took the best parts and, condensed it all down. So, I mean, that'd be fun for someone to do with this Moon Knight series because there are bits and pieces that are decent and some good performances. But as an overall series, I mean, it's just ridiculous what their method of storytelling. And it's not, like, all right, 2001: A Space Odyssey. If you want to compare something that's, maybe apples to oranges, but in terms of a slow story, but there's always something happening. There's tension.
Right.
There's beautiful special effects.
Even
and
a slow story,
just,
something can be happening. Yeah.
There's a drama there. There's a tension that's believable, and you're excited, and there's something keeping you on the edge of your seat the whole time. Same like motion picture. Star Trek motion picture.
I love it.
But yeah, but certain people would say, "Oh, that's boring." Like I've watched 2001. People, "Oh, this is the most boring movie in the world," and I think it's incredible. But I can't see where anyone would say this is like an incredible
definitely happening.
TV. Well, I'm sure, yeah. TV series.
Cardinal says, please. Thank you for the $4.99 super chat, Cardinal. Please stop watching Moon Knight. My mind is going.
Maybe it'll turn us into werewolves. Yeah.
Well, it's only one more to go, Cardinal. So I think you'll be all right. Thank you, brother.
Yeah, it's like would I go back and watch this again?
I will never watch it again.
I mean, Daredevil. Would I go back and watch it again?
Oh, God, yeah, Daredevil. Man.
Yeah, there's certain things. Would I watch? WandaVision again? No, I mean it was interesting at the start, but then it tanked and they didn't stick the ending. Loki only had a couple of good episodes. And
even all those shows did have their characters in it. You got to admit that.
Yeah,
I mean they were garbage, but they were there.
Loki compared to this, this is the worst so far, I think. Maybe.
Sorry, everyone. Pardon. But the point is, every one of those shows, no matter how shitty, those characters are in it.
Yeah.
They're getting there. This one, again, I cannot stress enough, folks. It's called Moon Knight, and he's not there.
No, he's Moon Pie Night, according to
Moon
Hungry
Pie
Boy.
Night. I mean, this episode 5, spoiler alert, is the first time they even say the words Moon Knight. Am I wrong?
Could be right, yeah. And Small Time is right, yeah. Imagine her at the end. They're going to kill off Mark Spector, and then Leia will become Moon Knight.
She will.
The Moon Knight fans will too.
Girl Knight. Moon Girl Knight. Ooh, sorry, Moon Girl. Oh, my God.
Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur.
That I'd watch, maybe.
Yep.
Gwagnar, Mam Moon Knight. Yeah, Mam Knight. Oh, for the win. Gwagnar right there. Mam Knight, you got it.
I was trying to fall asleep. I haven't been feeling good, so I put on when you're congested like that, you can't sleep. So I was on the couch, I put Picard on and I watched some Star Trek Discovery.
Why?
To put me to sleep, put myself to sleep. Yeah. So, yeah. But Fox Mulder was good on this week in Picard.
Oh God, it was so bad. That guy. By the way, before we get to that, yes. Sorry, Oliver, I missed to answer your. How he was asking how Fisk fits into the Kingpin, the Hawkeye series Kingpin. It was pretty stupid, but yes. A Woke Breaker announced that basically, Kate's mom worked for him, which is from comics.
Yeah. That was interesting, and then again, if they had done a better job of
Kingpin was so terrible on there.
If they'd done a better job and not had Hawkeye get stuck in a Christmas tree and had a decent fight in the end, then that would have been, because there's elements there. I'm not trying to say I love these shows, but there's potential there, better writing, and the Hawkeye character should never should have been called the Hawkeye. To begin with, but Kate Steinle is, in the comics they did that Captain, but that was when Hawkeye was dead, and he said we need a new Hawkeye. Here's the mantle, so they gave Kate Bishop, the mantle of Hawkeye. But she's a kind of an interesting character, spunky, fun character.
Glenzer,
hey Glenzer.
I've been saying Pooh Knight as well.
Yeah. But it was just
Female Knight, Pooh Knight.
They didn't stick the landing, literally, because their hero got stuck in a Christmas tree.
So you like Mulder then?
Well, it was kind of cute.
So what he's saying, folks, is Fox Mulder really isn't the new episode of Star Trek Picard. And he interrogates Picard in this one. And were those Vulcans supposed to be the ones from Carbon Creek? I mean, is that supposed to be the ones from Carbon Creek?
You would think it would be the ones from Carbon Creek, right?
Who knows?
I mean, that was a great episode of Enterprise. I love that episode. I thought.
I love Carbon Creek. Yeah.
And I was reading some reviews online at the time, or since I rewatched it, and people were bashing the episode. I'm like, how could you bash that episode? It was one of the better episodes on Enterprise. Great performance.
Oh, it's a great one. Yeah.
Jolene Blaylock is great in that episode, and it's got a great morality tale in it too, which is really, really nice and heartwarming. I don't want to spoil it if you haven't seen it, but like if you were going to watch an episode of Enterprise, that'd be in my top 5. Just to, hey, if you want to get interested in the series, watch this. Yeah,
I love it. Thanks, Cardinal Son. He says, I only have Disney Plus, so I can watch the EU stuff that I didn't get a chance to see before. Their new programming is ridiculous, and they have no idea about comic books, morality plays, or anything else. Well, I will agree with you on that one, Cardinal. Thank you, buddy. Hey,
High School Musical was good.
Scotty, R37, when you fall asleep to Next Generation or Voyager, the dreams are much better.
Good point, Scott. Maybe that's why I had some nightmares.
Your dreams were your ticket out.
So do you want to spoil P-Hard?
Yeah, I mean,
it's already pre-spoiled.
The new episode of P-Hard, you can't really spoil her that. And again, we were talking about how bad Moonlight was. Rest assured, Star Trek Picard is worse.
Well, it's worse because it's an established character that most people really loved.
Yeah.
Grew to love TNG and really liked Picard by the end of the series. They'd gotten used to the, a character that was very not like Kirk.
Wokebreaker, he says, did Picard preach about white privilege yet? Oh, they've been doing it all season. Yeah.
Guinan did too.
Guinan's done it. It's all, oh, you kidding me? You can't go back in time without fighting white privilege.
And they're doing it so heavy-handedly too. I mean, it's not like it's like Abraham Lincoln in the Savage Curtain has the line. I don't want to repeat the line because if I get the word wrong, I get in trouble. But that line about the language, and he apologizes, and she says, "Well, we don't take offense to words in this century."
Right.
I'm paraphrasing, and I don't even want to go there with that. God forbid you get zapped, but for saying the wrong thing. But there's certain ways that you can have a message. There's always been a great moral message in Star Trek, IDIC and infinite diversity, different cultures. So it's not something that's foreign to the show. It's just the way
no messaging here. It's propaganda.
The way they're doing
idiocy and lies. And, It's filth. It's a filthy piece of
And the
shit show.
story's not even good either.
The
So even
story's
if you want to,
there's
there's two
story.
levels to dissect it. I mean, there's one thing to have, some of the old movies we talked about, we liked, and there's scenes, and
Right.
then they're very heavy-handed with their political messaging.
The way they're
But-
stretching it out is hilarious too. It's like you can tell
Yeah.
they're just like, look, we got nothing to do. We got nothing here, folks. But we gotta meet. We gotta make 10 episodes. So we're just gonna hang around in the 21st century and do dick. Because why not? There's nothing else to do, right?
It's a rehash. I'm sick of Captain Cockney Spock hates time travel. I'm just for years I've been saying that too. I'm sick of time travel. And
Time travel. Time travel in
Please
Star
stop
Trek is a problem. Especially time travel in Star Trek. There's some great episodes, but there are a lot of ones I'm like, you just don't need to use time travel as much.
Yeah, because I was watching when Enterprise came on. Then when I learned they were going to have that whole time. What was the species was interfering with? I'm like, not again, please.
The Zindi, you mean?
The Zindi, thank you.
Yeah. Cardinal Sin, thank you so much, buddy. $9.99 super chat. Thank you, buddy. Spoiled P hard. If you can, my understanding, it has no story. Yeah, not really. Yeah, not really a story to speak of.
Yeah.
Let's see. Bulk Breaker. DS9 did the race thing with Cisco well until the last season. Forgot the episode, but I was surprised. But the last season of all of a sudden he was heavy-handed about it. And yeah, they did some of that stuff. I'll agree with you there, for the most part. But compared to this stuff, it is completely subtle, and there's no subtlety to PR. Picard and Halo have been having a contest to see which you can write the worst character, Quan or Raffi. Now there I'm with you. Don't go there.
Have you watched Halo? I haven't watched Halo.
Oh no, hell no. But even though Mark had to, I'm not going to say it in front of him again. But I have his agonizer together. If he tries to prove that what's her name is worse, I already conceded.
Tilly is worse.
Tilly's worse. But can we leave her alone for a minute? Because Raffi's horrible. Raffi's the worst goddamn character I've ever seen. And every time I say that, Mark has to show me Tilly.
Yeah, I showed you some scenes from Tilly. She's the worst. I think the actress is very talented because I've seen her portray different roles. And the way she's written, I mean, the writers, it's just obscene the way what the writers creating that character and the way they've written her.
Cardinal Sin, I thank you for that $4.99 super chat. Sure, I'm going to neglect not to say the word considering, the way the algorithm is here on YouTube. I hope,
you got to be. Yeah.
Hope putting it up there on the screen didn't mess anything up. But, yes, I'm fully aware of the quote.
Because normally the algorithm, they block that, even though it's not
it's
what
the
we
YouTube
think
algorithm, no matter what your intentions are. So if I appreciate the quote, but and I thank you so much for the super chat. But you gotta be careful what you say on these things. So thank you so much.
That's why I didn't say it. Yeah.
Yeah. And
which is sad in a way too, right? You can't even quote an episode of Star Trek that was on TV.
No, but yeah, but it's actually, I don't know if he spelled it correctly, but did he or no? But still, anyway,
that's correct. Yeah.
Is that how you say it?
Yeah, yep.
That's right. That's exactly right.
Yep.
Cardinal's a good speller. So anyway, that was my bad, Cardinal, on the speller thingy. But yeah, anyway, but thank you, buddy. Appreciate you. Yes, this show, it's pure activism, unbelievably stupid, moronic activism. Raffi is horrible. Look, I already conceded your point about Tilly, but I'm not.
Yeah, but I made you watch
trash.
those scenes when. But I only played you a couple clips. I gotta clip that scene and getting out of her comfort zone. Someone who wants to be captain in her comfort zone is eating macaroni and cheese. That was really a test of character and will.
So, Raffi is exactly Hungry Boy, though. Raffi's personality is like sandpaper on a sunburn rubbed with lemon juice, wrapped around a large gold brick. It is, Raffi versus Tempest Thompson. Now stop trying to give me nightmares, Woke Breaker. Jesus, dude. Raffi is so insufferable. And
then they tried to explain why she was so upset over Legolas dying, and I guess she got him to stay in Starfleet Command. So that was because everyone was like, "What's going on with Raffi being so upset?" No one cared that Legolas got. I call him Legolas because no one knows.
Yeah, he's just Legolas. He's freaking Legolas.
He looks like an elf, so he's a Romulan that looks more like an elf.
Yeah.
and he fights with a sword.
He sucks. He's so bad.
So he dies in the second episode,
Right.
I think, and
Yeah.
but Raffi is like totally inconsolable.
That
And it's
other
like, well,
version of him or whatever.
yeah, but no one is really going, crazy. No one else is that upset. And then remember the first season they had that weird episode where she went to see her son, and her son didn't have anything to do with him, and then there was no resolution.
Father ever. Wow.
Yeah, and then there was no resolution to that. It was like it was written so poorly. It was a horrendous scene in terms of how horrible the son was to the mom. But unless
King Valkyrie.
But then you're like, well, why would do I like Raffi? So Raffi versus Tilly, yeah. Oh, did you see the that Major Grin video that I tweeted you today or sent to you today in the WhatsApp? So they were comparing. This Star Trek TNG to the new stuff, and they were showing one of the Star Trek shorts about the Tribbles. So they're doing these Star Trek shorts that probably for the new Trek, and they did a Tribble episode. It was like 10 minutes, and their guy Major Grin has got some fantastic videos, and he was comparing Picard with Barclay, who's one of my favorite characters in TNG, and they're Geordi is saying Barclay's not really fitting in, and Picard pulls him aside and says hey, you've got to work with him. He's part of our team. He's in Starfleet. He's an officer. And they flip to TNG, or excuse me, the new stuff, and they're saying, well, the new captain's all snarky and smart ass, and you don't really belong here, so I'm transferring you out within 2 weeks. And the guy's trying to talk back, or make his you're really a moron, you're an idiot, and you can't have you here, and yada yada yada. And it's just the compare and contrast is just so unbelievable, and how it's written, and how a captain would never talk that way. It's
well, Cardinal Sin, thank you for the $9.99 super chat. He says self-censorship is the worst kind of censorship. No harm, no foul. Just an observation. Well, thank you for the observation. Self-preservation is also an important thing, and channel preservation is an important thing with this.
Yeah.
And by the way, I actually don't even agree with the sentiment. I believe self-censorship is simply someone making decisions and decide. I mean, how many times have you felt like saying a thing, but you stopped yourself, and then later when you cool down, you go, yeah, I don't know, I'm glad I kind of didn't say that thing, because other times you say things that you felt bad about saying. So self-censorship is not necessarily any kind of censorship at all, other than a form of self-control. So I don't necessarily agree, but that's my observation on it. But thank you for the $9.99 super chat. You were too kind, and I appreciate you, buddy. And that's a pleasure to have you here. And he says, another one. Wow, you're too generous tonight, buddy. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. The Cardinal Sin for $9.99 also says, the characters in New Trek are ridiculous. Nonsense. It's all in support of Mikey Spock, the plank of wood who couldn't act their way out of a wet paper bag if David Fincher was directing. Wow, that is a pretty damn good analogy there. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Cardinal Sin. I appreciate it, sir.
I think the other guy, the other worst actor, I think
channel,
was. Yep, I shall post that. Yep, was Andrew Shue. If you ever watched Andrew Shue, he was on Melrose Place. And he was probably like, I would watch with my wife. It was in the 90s. It was like we'd watch that together. Don't tell anyone. And well, there's some cute girls on that show, but I'm like,
there's by the way, there's
Cardinal's
channel,
worst.
Please subscribe to Cardinal Sin's channel, my friends. By the way, there's his channel. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, that's okay. I was saying, so Andrew, we both laughed like, God bless the guy, but he was probably the worst actor on that show. He was there for his looks, I guess, and God, he was horrible. Yeah. I'm sure you've never watched that show.
No.
You never watched Melrose Place, right?
No, sir. No, sir. But you had you.
Well, the Rocketeer was on it.
Well, that's cool. He's been on a lot of stuff that if it's girly stuff, I'm not going to watch. But hey, you get a wife forcing you. You have an excuse.
Yeah. And who else was on that show? That was Josie Bissett. I'm looking at that she was
Mike versus.
And of course Heather Locklear showed up after. Yeah. Lisa Riano. Yeah. That was a fun.
Oh man,
crazy show to watch. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Well, everyone, I tell you what, I am run down into the dirt tonight. I am just so. I'm still
Yeah.
not fully recovered. I know you're not fully recovered either.
No, I'm still under the weather. Oh, Courtney Thorne Smith. Oh my God, she was.
Courtney Thorne, yes.
Oh, she's gorgeous. Yeah. See, now you know why I was forced to watch that show.
Well, yeah, you were forced.
I was forced. Oh, and Alyssa Milano was on too. Yeah.
Hungry Boy Luz the Melrose. Yeah.
Yeah.
I never seen it. But I'll tell you what, everyone. I thank you all so much for hanging out with us tonight. Oh, there's Eric K. Clobberin and Mark like P Hard and ST confirmed. STD confirmed. How do we confirm that, man? I think you're reading a little bit too much into our saying how much it sucks. Unless our clever plan to mislead everyone, and we really do actually love both shows, but we're trying to mislead everyone off the beaten path by telling them how much they suck, realizing it's code for how great the shows really are, I guess.
Yeah, I wonder maybe I should go which episode of STD should I rewatch today? No,
I don't know.
Maybe I'll watch UFO instead.
Today that's forever. Oliver Bellotti says my friends only watched Tron Legacy because Olivia Wilde. Well, that's a good reason. AK Cora, I say her names, had a scene stealing scenes as she fights in a skin tight cyber jumpsuit, including her leg stretch scene. Can't blame them. No, you can't. I'm guilty of self-censorship on my channel too. I hear you, Cardinal. Sometimes my biggest problem was not censoring myself in life, if you know what it mean, if you know what I mean, brother. So I don't like censorship coming down from anybody else, but sometimes you got to kind of edit yourself a little bit. I know I have had to, but appreciate you though, bro. We keep watching and love the torture. That's true. We keep watching and love to torture you about it. Well, we just have to share our pain. I mean, when you sit through that shit, you gotta vent, man.
I gotta clip that scene. Your agonizer, please, and I gotta you can press the button, and show that, and maybe have Wesley blowing up or something.
Yeah. I tell you, it is. Wow, dude.
Melrose is forbidden by the Geneva Convention.
At least, yeah, but we don't try to talk anyone into watching it. So,
yeah,
we're just telling you dumb shit that happens because it's so. I mean, sometimes
it's unbelievable.
Sometimes it's actually. I'll admit. I got to admit to you, when you watch something that bad, it is, in some ways, it's interesting and it's fascinating to see because sometimes you're watching it, right, and you go, so people actually sat down and wrote this out on paper. And then somebody else said, yeah, let's film that. And then
this would be a good idea.
Yeah, this would be a good idea. Let's do this. Let's film this. Let's show this. Let's talk about, let's actually treat this shitty idea seriously. And that's sometimes it's fascinating to me. In a sick way, I'm like, somebody really thought this was a good idea to make this shit.
Let's have a series about Moon Knight with no Moon Knight and Hail Nerdpora Hill.
Nerdpora Lifeform, what's up there?
Well, I opened a fortune cookie today from some Chinese, so this is a good
to see you there,
a good quote for the. It's a pretty good fortune. It says, "A quiet evening with friends is the tonic for a long day." So I think this has been pretty good.
There you go. Cardinal says, I've got a wife of 12 streaming services to feed.
A wife and 12 streaming services.
Oh, wife! I got a wife and 12 streaming services to feed. Thank you so much, Cardinal Sid, for that, buddy.
He's in a polyamorous relationship.
You cracked me up. So you're not cheating on us with all those other streaming services, are you? Oh, yeah. Man. You got a lot. Well, everyone, of course, there's that link in the description there and in the chat here for Cardinal Sin's great channel. Because he is getting up there in the subs, are you not, Drew? Dude, I mean, where you at
should
now?
Be getting close to 800 now, right? I hope it. Yep, get him to 1,000. Yep.
Yeah, we'll get you over that hump there, brother. We just celebrated
great shows. Yeah,
he just celebrated 700 subs, and he's going to get up there. It's going to move, buddy. It's going to move like in no time, man.
Just do more Star Trek Discovery videos, and you'll get right there.
Yeah,
just kidding.
Watch Discovery and Picard. People will just flock to the channel there, brother. Kidding. We want you doing that.
Do it like an April's Fool. Yeah, cardinal sin. I've had an epiphany. I love discovering. Yeah,
Ugh. Yeah, but no one would believe you.
no one believe it. Yeah, I guess
No one
that's
would believe
true.
you. Oh, okay. Nerdportal says my channel made an appearance in Doomcock's latest new trick
Awesome.
video. Very cool.
That's great. Yeah.
Nerdportal, that's great, man. Good to see you there.
Nice job, man.
Yeah,
Nerdportal's got a great, awesome channel
excellent,
too. Yep.
Bob. There you go.
So sub to Nerdportal if you haven't. Yep.
Absolutely. So tomorrow night, my friends, he said we had Kurtzman's Twitter account saw my channel logo. Good. Love it. To hell with Kurtzman. Tomorrow night, of course, Raquel will be joining us, and our great first officer, our wonderful chief engineer, and of course, my silly self will be joining us, please, tomorrow night for the Clobby's Clubhouse. Maybe I'll be fully recovered by then. I'm almost recovered. And then, of course, Saturday night Star Trek this week, folks. We're gonna have our big season 6 finale crew party bash because we're ending season 6. We're going to evaluate the last episode of season 6 tacked on with the first of season 7, the second part of Descent. So only 2 episodes to review, but then we will review season 6, and we'll have hopefully some, our crew members will join us for our little send off to season 6 and good riddance.
I hope to be there for part of that. Yep.
I hope so. If you can, cool. That'd be cool.
No, I'd love. Yeah. No, I always look forward to that. So, talking about that end of the season and talking about how awesome it is to have 2 Will Rikers in the universe and cool stuff like that.
All that fun stuff. Let's see. By the way, I wasn't fishing for a channel name drop, but thank you. Oh, look, dude. You never have to worry about that, dude. Anytime I say you or any other good friends here, Phil. I called him Phil because I like to tease him. I'm saying Gil, Cardi. I'm just going to call him Cardi. It's always easier. Cardi, when I say you or any other friends here, it is my pleasure to name drop your channel. I'm going to name drop as many as I can. Many of my friends here have channels, and I have many links in my description below to many of the channels, as many that can fit in the description. Yours is one of them, Cardinal. And so I like to shout out your channels. And I really appreciate you. We're all here we're on the same team, buddy.
Yeah, we all need to support each other. So, it's, I'm running out of room in my YouTube description because then when I want to describe what's on my show for the week, what's going on, and I'm like, you've hit the 5,000 character limit. So
me too. Like, I can't fit any more channels on there.
I'm like, what do I? So I cut out some of the the bigger channels because I figure they don't need the
the big ones don't need it. Yeah,
don't need it. But it's always good to support each other, and we're here to have fun and not it's not a zero-sum game. It's great to have everyone watching everyone else's channel. So
if they make a Wesley series, will Clobby get it on DVD? Says for $2. Eric K, thank you for that, buddy. Well, who knows? If I need some coasters.
Maybe he'll be serving on the new series if they do that. Captain Worf. Maybe Worf will bring back Wesley.
728. What does that mean, Cardinal?
Is it 735? Oh, he's got 738, 28 subs.
Oh, okay. I thought it was okay.
Subs. Yep.
7. Okay, that's cool, man. You'll get moving.
Well, that's good. If you just did the 700 and you're up to 728,
you'll be past that 735 club soon, and we keep going.
That's pretty nice, yeah.
So
730.
Yeah. All right, bro.
It was a 700 club for a while, so
yeah, you're moving, man. You're going the right direction.
Moving on up.
So
to the west side. Sorry.
To the east side.
East side, right?
Well,
it's the west side, isn't it? No, I can't. My brain is fried.
The song was the east side, but yeah.
East side, yeah.
Yeah. Beans don't burn in the kitchen, and fish don't fry on the grill.
Fry on the grill. Yep.
Took a whole lot of
great theme song.
Yeah. I just messed up the Jeffersons theme song. Who wastes this?
I've listened to watched that show so many
times. Moving on up. Deluxe apartment in the sky.
Yeah, to the east side, yeah.
There you go.
George Jefferson, God bless him.
Oh, exactly, Hungry Boy. So big thanks to everyone. Let's see if we can remember everyone. Of course, To the great Cardinal Sin, thank you for being here tonight, buddy. Captain James Skywalker, thank you for being here, sir. The great Hungry Boy, who is tonight hungry for Elon to flex his musky muscles. Wow. Which he is doing, and I'm loving every second of it. Scotty R37, thank you for being here tonight. Cardinal Sin, again, thank you for all your contributions and your participation, bro. Appreciate you. The great Eric K, the Bronze Wrencher, thanks for being here, bro. Appreciate you. Thanks to the great Chris Persia, who was here earlier. Thank you, Pop Culture Curator. Thank you for being here. Thank you, Nerdporio Liveform, for popping in. Of course, thanks to the great J-Man for being here tonight. Thanks to Phantom Outsider, D. Bud Martin, Oliver Belamonte, thank you so much for being here. JD Lewis, thank you for here. Dave Rayburn, Cuz, for being here. The other Dave, also Dave, and Steve Mitchum, thank you, bro. Let's see. Who else was here? Oh, Woke Breaker, thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you. Guagnar, thank you so much for being here. Glinzer was here, I believe, earlier. If I saw correctly. Yeah, Glinzer was
there. Yep.
Pop Culture Republic. I don't know if I mentioned you or not yet. Pop Culture Curator. Small Time Republic. We got a lot of Republics here.
Did you say Athena Follower?
Athena Follower was here. Louise X Sparrow was here. Lovely ladies. Thank you so much for being here.
Oh, Jesse popped in and asked you the question about your channel name.
Yes, thank you, Jesse. I think Jesse promptly ran out, I believe, but nevertheless, thanks to Jesse. Curious question, Jesse. But
I think someone had asked that before. I'm trying to remember.
Not that one.
Or maybe you've explained it before. Yeah. Well, that was when I got on YouTube. My kids are like, "Who's this other guy that's Clobberin Time?" Because I use that a lot for just like other handles is like in games and stuff or jokes and like, shouldn't that be you, Dad? I'm like, no, you can't have another Clobberin Times. There's only one and only. So
well, there are two other ones, but they're not Clobberin Times. And
yeah.
Keely Chow. Great Keely Chow, Roll Tide, thank you. Let's see here. The lovely, wonderful, lovely, beautiful Sherry was here.
Yeah.
Always great to see you, Sherry.
Louise X Sparrow, I think you said.
Yep, I did mention the lovely Louise X Sparrow. Let's see here. Bye-bye. I think we got most of them.
No, they won't mind. We're it's late and
yeah, so thank you all for so much. And if I miss anyone, I'm senile. So,
and we got to drive to. We got 106 miles to drive to Chicago. So
there you go. All right, Scotty, good to see you, sir. Thank you all so much. Now, Snail Messiah was here. There you go. I know you hate to miss anybody, so there you go. Take it easy, Cardi. Snail Messiah. What do you say? It's not the north or the south side. No, it's not. It's not the east or the west side. No, it's not. It's the dark side.
Tales from the dark side.
Yeah, there you go. Take it easy, Chris Persia. Thank you all. Yep. Appreciate you, Bronze Wrencher. Appreciate you. All right, everyone. Well, thank you all. And please, before we get out of here, enjoy these fine messages. And we'll see you tomorrow night.
Take care.
I protest. I am not a merry man.
Briscoe, Bowler, I hope to see you in action again soon.
Count on it. Well, maybe after a brief hiatus.
Beautiful country, isn't it, Bowler?
God bless America.
What do you say we put some miles under these horses? You ready, Comet? Let's ride.